Hello, everyone. Sound check. Things are good. You can hear me. You can see the game. Right. I've disabled the audio ducking thing I had from the last stream, where the game sound goes down when I speak, just because I'm going to be recording the gameplay footage in the background as well for a video, because I'm working on a video on this game right now. I mean, I'm here, I'm announcing it right here. There is indeed a critique on Penny's Big Breakaway currently in the works. The script is 87% done, give or take. So yeah, I've been working on the script for the past week. It's going pretty good. Just sort of in that, yeah, I know, it's not a super weird number, Steve. It's crazy. Everyone's saying the sound, well, yeah, one person's saying the sound's good. Steve obviously is hearing what I'm saying because he responded. Cool. So everything's working. Oh, sorry, the game, when I'm clicking on stuff outside of the game, it pauses. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying this game. Fun fact, the reason I'm working on a video for it is at the moment I don't really have a job. Fun little announcement, so I'm probably going to be talking about it during the stream, but I'm kind of considering, you know, sort of jumping into that full-time YouTube kind of world for a bit. It's basically what I've been doing for the past week, aside from a few kind of family matters and just household things. So yeah, I'm actually trying to see, like, until I get more work again in the world of, you know, 3D animation stuff. Sorry, the game's gonna pause again for a sec as I move the chat so I can read it properly. There we go. Yeah, as I await more projects to work on, I'm just living off my savings for a bit, and I'm gonna be making videos, probably gonna be streaming more. I just haven't streamed yet because, again, I've been busy working on the video and just, yeah, some general other sort of family things the past week. So, you know, the good news is that for you guys, if you're here for the streams and you like the streams, let me know. Well, I mean, if you're watching the streams, I guess you like the streams. There's a bit of a bias there. But I'm probably going to be streaming more. Especially once the script's out of the way, because the script is the hardest part for me making a video. Once the script is done, and then I'm, you know, in editing mode, it's a lot easier for me to edit for a bit, and then just put it away, do something else like a stream for a bit, and then come back, and then just jump straight back into editing. Whereas writing, I can't do that. Writing these videos is so annoying. It's so hard. Like, I genuinely really struggle doing it. So, alright. So I've already beaten the whole game. I've also time attacked every stage. Like every single level I've done a time attack on. Doesn't mean that they're like good times, you know, a lot of these you can see I've only really done them once. Or at least like beaten the level in one continuous run in a fast way once. Because when you do time attack, there's no checkpoints, so when I'm trying to do like cool, crazy little moves of, you know, skipping stuff, jumping over things, taking dangerous shortcuts, very easy to die, and then you gotta start the whole level again. But I don't really mind. Just making sure that everything's still working. Sorry, the game's paused again as I'm just triple checking. Yep, the stream is working. The stream is streaming. For anyone who like somehow doesn't know, yes, this is the game made by the most of or some of the developers of Sonic Mania. Formed Evening Star to make their own studio. So that's like Christian Whitehead, Tom Fry, Hunter Bridges, bunch of those guys. Hello, Oki One. Bunch of people, and a few other people like Kieran Gates, who did a lot of the artwork, like the cover artwork and stuff. Yeah, before we like do anything proper, I'll just kind of mess around a little bit. I know it's not a Sonic game, so how dare I? How dare I play this and not a Sonic game on stream? Yeah, so before I forget, actually, there is one kind of common bug I've run into in this with this. So you have the yo-yo kind of functions similarly to like a Mario Odyssey Cappy, hat throw thing. But the game is a little bit buggy, and I really do hope they fix it. But I've been noticing this. Oh, I think I almost had it there. There's a bug when you throw the yo-yo and hold it out and then jump. Sometimes Penny will just like fall through the floor. Like I had it happen to me earlier while I was testing out the game before streaming. Yeah, so it's when you like throw it and you see her her whole body will sort of rotate because she's trying to go into a swing like that. Yep, there we go. Yep, it's like pretty consistent. That needs to be fixed. That's a pretty bad one. But yeah, I mean, in short, to like spoil the video a bit, I really like this game a lot. I think it's excellent. It has issues. It has mostly with bugs and stuff, but there's some, design decisions. I'm like, maybe, I probably wouldn't have done that the same way. For example, even just like that, these kind of context-sensitive little homing icon things when you're trying to put the yo-yo on stuff. Like that little icon's kind of like a homing attack sort of thing. Yeah, so like that, I just flicked the stick, on my controller to the right. That way, oh my god, to the right. But then the sort of soft lock homing thing has overridden that. Oh, also she's an idle, and I can't. I'm like moving the stick. Oh, there we go. And she's not moving. That's another thing. The idle needs to be overridden. Based on any input, not just like jumping or moving. But yeah, there's a soft lock with like objects nearby, especially ones that you can grapple onto with the yo-yo, and it's pretty inconsistent and annoying. So like, yeah, here, I'm gonna flick the stick to the right. See, like it's working here, but if I get a bit closer, I don't know, it might like. Maybe not this time? Okay, there we go. I mean, that might have been from it coming back. But yeah, there's times where, like, I'm trying to do something one way, and then the soft lock is kind of aiming the way I didn't actually tell it to go. You probably have thought about this if you want to make a video on this game. This genre is a platformer. Sorry, you probably have thought about this if you want to make a video. Oh, if you want to make a video game. Sorry. The genre is a platformer, 3D or 2D. What would be your idea? That's a great question. So you're asking if I was making my own video game, what would I want to do? I've thought about this a lot. Trying to speedrun this first level, I've done this jump so many times, like trying to consistently get good at it, almost. I don't know, and this is actually kind of something, it's good you bring this up, this is actually kind of something I talk about in the video. So, interesting, thing, the difference sort of between 2D and 3D platformers and everything, is that in 2D you get precision, you get like really, perfect, like, objective precision, where the camera is not subjective, where it's rotating, dependent on, like even here, like I'm moving and the camera is following me, and it's rotating in 3D space, so it's a subjective camera. It can obscure things that would otherwise be visible, right? Whereas in a 2D game, it's an objective, orthographic, like flat. Well, I mean, a 2D game, it'd be 2.5D, I guess, would be subjective, kind of, because you get perspective, but, a 2D game is a flat angle. And you get great precision with that. Whereas with 3D, you introduce a lot of... There we go. You introduce the issue with the camera, and what you can see and what you can do. And a point I'm going to make in the video is that I've actually, I've been pretty compelled to time attack like all of this game. and I haven't really felt that way since Sonic Generations in 2011. Or I guess maybe like Ghost Runner. I think I did like all the time trial things in Ghost Runner. That's a first-person like melee movement shooter kind of thing. And yeah, this is like one of the first times I've actually been like, you know what? Yeah, I want to like time attack the game. Like try to go for good speedrun times and stuff. And I was kind of wondering like why is that? Like why now? Why only this game? Because it has great movement, but I've played like heaps of other games with great movement too. You know, I just played like Pseudo Regalia. I know you can skip this one, but be safe. You know, yeah, Penny's Big Computer Book. That's what I've been calling it. You know, yeah, there's a bunch of great games with movement. Why is like this one of them that I've decided to go for? And I think part of it is just the nature of it being a 3D platformer instead of a 2D one. Like Sonic Mania, I did a bit of sort of time attack speedrunning stuff, but when I play that game, it's usually just for like the standard experience of, you know, playing it all the way through in one go, getting all the Chaos Emeralds, all that kind of stuff, exploring and finding new routes and everything. And I think part of that is just inherently I just find 3D games a bit more accessible for speedrunning. Okay, here's another great example of what I'm... Oh, no, I got it, okay. But I'm gonna die, though. That's an example I'm gonna talk about of that zipline. I've tried to, like, jump past it to do a skip, but then she grapples onto it anyway. And it's so annoying, and I'm like, I didn't want to do that, but the little targeting thing's done it for me. But yeah, I just find in a 3D game, you know, you can see ahead, right? Like, you can see where you're going ahead of time. Whereas in a 2D game, you know, as much as I love Sonic Mania, you're still constrained by that camera. It's relatively close in, like Sonic takes up like a decent size on the screen, and for how fast Sonic can move, it's very likely that you're going to run into situations where you're like having to react to something really quick, or you have to memorize the level to such a degree that you're moving in anticipation of obstacles you can't even see yet. So you're jumping because you know that in another second there's going to be a thing you want to avoid, but you can't actually see it yet. Whereas in like 3D, that's not a problem. You know, I can see where I'm going here. And I think that's part of why like Sonic Generations is a lot of 2D. But I think that's part of why Sonic Generations and this game, Penny's Big Computer Book, have given me more drive. It's like, yeah, I want to time attack that. Usually what I like to do at the jump is to do the roll at the start to gain a bit of momentum and then jump immediately. Yeah, so you mean like off this corner here? Like that? The only issue, and this is something I was maybe going to mention in the video, but probably not, because if you haven't noticed in my videos, I try not to just explain stuff. Like, I'll give a brief summary at the start of, like, here's what the game is, here's what it's about, here's a general idea. Hello, Mama Luigi 9000 Turner. But yeah, like, I want to give, like, just a brief little bit of info, because, like, I know that most people watching are familiar with the game, or they've played the game. They already have an idea of what it is. And I don't want to be one of those reviewers that sits there and says, so Penny's Big Breakaway is a game where you play as Penny, and she's a character, and Penny likes to do this, and in the story this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and you press the A button to jump. Like, I don't want to do that. But one thing I was considering mentioning was how I've noticed that when you have momentum and then swing, she has a little sort of start-up hold at the beginning. Like, she kind of loses momentum briefly, so if I get a little bit of speed here, and then see, she kind of stops and then swings. But if you dash and swing, she carries the momentum more than if you did the swing straight away. See, like, how that I didn't really keep as much speed? So it kind of means that every time you're moving like that, you kind of have to dash and then swing every time. And the dash, I'm pretty sure it's additive in terms of the momentum you get. Like, it doesn't cap your speed back to the dash sort of maximum. But at the same time, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like that would be the case. So say like the Sonic Generations air dash, right? Or like homing attack, where you're boosting and you're running really, really fast, and then you dash or homing attack, and then Sonic's speed lowers because he's capped back to that dash speed. Like that dash has an intended speed on it, and if you're going faster than it, it slows you back down to it. Whereas the opposite would be like the Sonic Adventure air dash, where it's additive, it keeps your momentum going. Yeah, whereas I think, like, if you do that little swing, you know, so if I had speed already and then I dash and then swing, I think activating the dash might pull a little bit of speed off, but then you kind of gain it back again through the swing. So there's a lot of really interesting movement stuff in this game, and that's why I really like it so much. I think it's really quite, like, brilliant. The core movement system with the yo-yo, and how, like, the yo-yo is bound to the right stick, so you have, like, full control. You can aim backwards, well, not like that. You can aim backwards while moving forwards, you know. Spin and all that, and then obviously, and then you can swing in any direction. So the whole kind of thesis that I have here with how her movement works, it's about redirecting momentum. It's not just about building momentum, because Penny doesn't really gain a lot of speed going downhill, you know, like that. Whereas if you slam into the, like, steepest part of the slope, she'll gain a lot more speed, like that. So it's more about kind of knowing when to drop down into a roll to build or to get speed, and then and then redirecting your speed with the yo-yo. So, like, building speed up and then dashing and then swinging over one way, because you can dash in any direction at any time. I can be running this way and then dash back. And then the swing as well is, like, you can swing any way, and even while swinging, you know, if you have enough speed. See, like that, I was trying to use my downward momentum, but then if you don't dash first, she kind of holds for a sec and then swings, so you sort of have to plan around that a bit. So I have to dash first, so I'd have to dash, dash, fall, swing, never mind. The death plane on this area is way too high. Yeah, and you can kind of loop-de-loop around the yo-yo. So it's really about knowing where to build speed and then where to curve it and redirect it in different ways to get around. I don't know why I stopped moving there. And yeah, the issue is that there are some bugs, and the bugs kind of cloud my judgment a bit on, like, wait, was that my fault? Like, did I just die because that was my fault? Or like, is the game fucked? Yeah, I don't think I want to be stuck on trying to run this level for ages. But yeah, there's times when weird little quirks will happen in the movement. I'll try to dash and then roll, and then she just stops in midair. I have clips of all the stuff already for the video. Once the script is finalized, editing the video should only take me at most a week, especially since I can work on it full time. Like, I don't have to go to work, so this is my work, is sitting here working on this video about this game. One thing very understated about this game is it doesn't use any engine besides the one the team themselves made. Yeah, so Christian Whitehead, and I'm guessing the other people at Evening Star, made the Star engine, which is what this is running on. I have a part in the video about that, but I was keeping it kind of brief. I might cut it out, I don't know, but I do think that is impressive, yeah. And the game performs great. Like, there's bugs, there are bugs, but the performance is really solid. Do you go for the dual stick method? Or yeah, I play, so I'll play, like, with the two sticks, and then I don't use the face buttons to move. I use the shoulders, like the shoulders and triggers, to jump and roll. I have a blue Xbox controller as well, but this analog stick on one of them is kind of gross, so I've been using this one instead. Yeah, that skip is, I'm just bad at it. That's like an example of, like, the movement system is so nuanced that getting that swing angle just right is actually very, very tough. No, I've been using the shoulder buttons for everything. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my game recording thing, so it's recording the game without my face cam. If the stream suddenly ends, it's because it crashed, but in all my tests it was fine. So, recording on, we're good. Yeah, stream's still going. Excellent. Very good. All right, I'm gonna actually, try a bit more to. I'm already fucking up. Yeah, I'm by no means like. Oh fuck. No, we're gonna have to restart already. I'm by no means like an expert with this. I think I've got about like 25 hours in the game. But I'm trying to learn the movement, learn the levels a bit. So do not expect me to be doing any crazy skips in this stream. I'm by no means an actual speedrunner. No, I didn't want to do that, but whatever. Having to listen to the same song for around 30 minutes would get annoying, but I guess the T-Lopes was busy. Yeah, I just took that as like probably just a budget thing of like, yes, we want T-Lopes through the music, but we don't want him to do a song for every single level in the game because that would be a lot of work, which I completely understand. But yeah, that is also a point I'm bringing up in the video is that I really think the game would have benefit. I really think the game would have benefit from more music variety. So you're not hearing the same song every single level. Whoops. Air dashing with the stick's kind of unreliable. Yeah, that is true. I have had times where sometimes like the double flick, because you have to pull the yo-yo out and then flick again to pull to it. And I have found that sometimes that's a bit unreliable. And same with trying to do that, like dash into roll, sometimes doesn't work. Like that, there we go, like she just stopped dead, and I don't know why. I have no idea why that is. Also, this restart needs to be faster, because it's faster for me to just jump off and die than it is to do that restart. Here, I'll show you. So look how much quicker this is. Bam. That's what the restart should be. It shouldn't have the level startup thing every time. Fuck. No, I'm trying to be cool, Scooby-Doo. That was I see, I didn't want to grapple onto that, but it made me do it anyway, because I was close to it. Man, there have been many times where I have accidentally grappled onto something, or I've just gotten completely stuck inside level geometry, which is not... Seeing like that too, I was trying to swing over to that ledge, but instead she grappled onto the line. I do like that you can grapple onto those lines at any point, though. I think that's great. But not great how easy it is to accidentally grapple to the wrong object. Or just, not, like I don't want to grapple at all, but it makes me do it anyway. Oh, Ashman, thank you so much. $10. Thank you very much for the donation and for being here for the stream. Yeah, I guess actually on that note, I should probably say, how do we feel about a Patreon? Because I'm considering it now. And I've never seriously considered Patreon before. Only because I never have the time, right? Like, I never have the time to make videos. Even streaming is like, I have to do it on weekends and stuff, or like after work. Somehow I did better than my last attempt. It must have been shit. But now that I might be here full-time doing videos, at least for a while, at least for like a few weeks or a month or two or something, I'm considering a Patreon. I've toyed with the idea. I don't know what I'd put on it. I don't know what people would want to see. I don't know if we'd just be fine with it being like, hey, if you donate a few bucks, you get your name in the credits in the end of the video. That's it. Like, or maybe, I don't know, fucking hell. Maybe I have like mandatory enforced Calum has to come on Discord time, where like once a week I have to join the voice chat in my server, and maybe we like play something, or maybe I play something and you guys watch, or I don't know, or I just sit in there and talk for a bit, because I'm not usually in there. I'm usually talking to my friends in our own server. I know I'm betraying all of you by having my own people I hang out with, but I don't know, like I don't really want to do like patron exclusive videos. I know some people do that, and that's just not the only way I could see that working for me. Is if I was earning so much money that like those videos could actually be substantial. Or, you know, maybe like sometimes I've thought about doing shorter videos, or just really small, like more unscripted videos talking about what the fuck? Why did that not activate? Just talking about stuff I've played, you know, which it's kind of what I do on stream anyway. But I thought like, oh, would that be like a Patreon thing? I don't know, where like I go like, hey, here's something I've been playing in my, you know, off time. Pseudo Regalia, awesome game, like really cool. That kind of thing, where you're not getting like a typical Calum video essay thing, but you're still getting something. I don't know. Or like, would I have people suggest video ideas? And I'm okay with that on paper, like having a voting system thing on a Patreon. But at the same time, I think I would still have final call, like final say on what gets made. Because if everyone was like, we want you to talk about this fucking thing, I'd be like, well, maybe. But maybe like it's just easier. Maybe you know, the current situation is like it'd actually be easier for me to do a video on like this other game first. Or like I just want to do this thing first, and then I'll do this other one. You know. But I'm open to the idea of like kind of, you know, crowdsourcing the like suggestions and stuff of what do people want to see if they were patrons. But yeah, I don't really know what other rewards I would be able to do. And I'm not doing much. Channel's too small for that in the first place, and I don't want to do merch. I don't even know what I would make. Most of the time when YouTubers do merch, I don't really care. Like, I'm there for their videos. I don't really want like to walk around with a t-shirt of their logo on it. I mean, it depends. Oh fuck. Like, I'd wear like a Red Letter Media shirt or something. And I like Steve's merchandise because Steve makes, you know, his own like original stories and stuff. So it's more like merchandise of those stories, you know, like your favorite movie. Like, it's the same kind of thing. Whereas me, it's like I make fucking videos talking about my thoughts on video games. Not really the same thing. Yeah, like if people are fine with the name and the credits thing, like that's cool. But I feel like people would probably want a little more. And the other thing I really need to keep in mind is, you know, like I don't have a huge audience, and I really don't expect that if I opened a Patreon, I'd be getting that much money anyway. And that's not like me, oh, I hate you guys. It's just the, you know, nature of it. I have like 6,500 subscribers, which is like a, you know, a decent little amount, especially since a lot of my videos usually do much better than that view count wise. But you know, it's not a huge audience. You know, you're only going to get probably like less than 1% of your audience actually donating for that kind of stuff, especially like a monthly fee, you know, like or a per video fee, or however I would do it. Yeah, that's a lot to ask of someone. Are we talking about Mighty Number 9? No. I'm talking about the possibility of me opening a Patreon, because I'm currently unemployed, or at least, you know, I'm awaiting the news of if we've gotten more projects to work on at work, because we've wrapped Lego, the Pharrell Williams Lego movie, a bit earlier, like our portion of it. The movie's not done. I mean, I don't even know if I meant to say that, but whatever. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting for more stuff to come in. So at the moment, I've got nothing to do except make videos. And yeah, I'm currently making a video on this. I just wanted to play more of it just for the sake of doing the video anyway, like just having a bit more footage, a bit more experience. How's the game so far? I mean, I've already beaten it. I've just been going for time attacks on all the levels. And I think it's excellent. I think this game is very, very good. Doesn't mean I'm doing the best speedrun strats on it, but, you know, I think this game is fantastic, and I highly recommend it. But I do have criticisms, of course, or else I probably wouldn't really be making a video on it. Fuck. No! Shit. Come on. Why's the wall jump not working? Can I not wall jump off this? Okay, that's weird. That's going to be another thing maybe to mention. It's just weird little oddities with her movement. Sometimes the wall jump just doesn't want to work. Certain terrain. Might be intentional, but, you know, still it just feels weird. Death of the author. Intent doesn't matter. Art is art. Yeah, the bosses aren't good. Oh my god, I was that close to my other time? Jesus. Sonic's gonna be destroyed the moment Sega Sammy sells it off. Yeah, I don't know if that, but yeah, I think there was a question earlier about, like, am I happy that this exists, or that, like, Mania 2 exists, or doesn't exist, or whatever. Obviously, I'm forever going to be upset that there's no Sonic Mania 2, and that Sonic Superstars was pretty shit. You know, I'm not happy about that. But to be honest, I think I prefer living in the timeline where this game exists, and, you know, Evening Star gets to do their own thing. Fucking hell, what am I doing? Independent of any Sega weirdness getting in the way and interfering with their vision. Because if anything, to me, it does just prove, to spoil my video a bit, or at least what I have written in it at the moment, it proves to me that Sonic Mania was a fluke. On Sega's end. So, from the perspective of the actual people that made the game, not a fluke at all. But, fucking hell. But from the perspective of Sonic as a series, and Sega as the publisher, and the quality output from Sonic Team, Sonic Mania was a fluke. It was a complete, just out of nowhere surprise for everybody. And they can't recapture it. They don't know how. Because for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the developers. I like to think not. I like to place my blame on publishers and higher-ups and not on the actual people making the art. But, I really, yeah, I don't know if it's just the what the fuck? I don't know if the developers just don't have it in them, if they're too inexperienced, or if they're too just bogged down in the typical Sonic shit to even consider what they could be doing instead, like, to be better. You know, I'm sure budget and everything plays a huge role in these things, because Sonic is a very low-budget series. And I would have loved a Sonic Mania 2. I mean, it doesn't have to be literally be Sonic Mania 2, but just, you know, another... What the fuck? Okay, that's another fun bug. Going backwards on the zip lines. I would have loved another Evening Star Sonic game. And this game shows me that, like... Again, other than the bugs and stuff, which is, you know, just... probably rushed release to time with that Nintendo Direct, that's my guess. Other than the bugs, this is, like, fucking fantastic, of, like, a momentum-driven 3D platformer. And it's not even a Sonic game, it's their own, like, new style of platformer. It's if anything, it's more of a Mario-style platformer, but with the momentum physics of Sonic. Like, the yo-yo really does feel more like a Mario Odyssey kind of thing. Why do I keep... hold on. Okay, am I getting stuck on that because I'm too close to the edge? No? I can't tell. No, I think it's, you don't want to get under these pillar bits. I think I did put my aircon on. We had a nice breeze today, and I got the windows open, but it's getting a bit hot, and I don't want to be hot while I'm streaming. Tugged on my headphones as well. Okay, cool. That other window is shut. Everything else is good. Sorry, everybody. Let me just... that fan speed up a bit on the aircon. Hopefully it's not like too loud or anything. Are there other music tracks? Yeah, this is something I sort of bring up in the video of like the worlds all share the same music. So every world and every level in a world has the same music between them. When you go to another world, there's new music, but otherwise every Act 1, 2, 3 is all the same song, which is a bit like, it would have been great if you could have like an Act 2, Act 3 kind of variant like what you get in Sonic. Especially because one of the later levels is a rearrangement of this theme, and you're kind of like, oh man, wouldn't it have been cool if like you got to have that for like every level? But it's one of those things where I'm like, I get it, development, like it's so much work, I completely understand. But at the same time, just as art, like from an artistic perspective, would have been better if it had this stuff. I understand the financial reality, but from just what I would want as the player consuming the art, that's what I would have liked to see. Yeah, Ashman, that's kind of... I was looking at like Jeb's Patreon and stuff, Patreon. I think even he doesn't make like a ton, like that much, I think, of what I saw, which was kind of my thing of like, do I even bother? Like, if someone with, like 7 times the subscribers than me can open a Patreon and get like, 100 a month or something, like, is it even worth like me doing that as well, especially when, like, for all I know, this will only be like a temporary thing. I'll probably go back to traditional work, in another few weeks or month or something. So I don't want to like do all this work to open the Patreon and then like pretty quickly get rid of it. Because I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I'm back to work. Like, what the fuck? Why does it keep doing that? So I don't know. I'm considering it. Obviously, in the meantime, there's these streams, and some of you like to donate, and that's extremely appreciated, and I thank you a lot. I think on YouTube videos now you can leave like super thanks as well. So like when a video comes out, you can leave like a super chat, but as a comment. So it's like a donation that shows up on the video as well. And maybe that's just like, the better thing of like people can just, when a video's out, they can donate that little amount if they want to, and then, they don't have to worry about like this monthly fee thing, especially if I don't even end up making videos after opening the Patreon. Like, if I end up closing it pretty quick, so I don't know. Fuck. Oh yeah, Penny has this weird thing where she like tumbles around on slopes. Couldn't really see it there because the penguin's going, but she kind of flips around everywhere, and it really makes it look like you're like out of control, but you are still in control. But she'll just behave weirdly for a bit, and I don't like it. It feels very buggy. Shit. No. I won't just do this one level, I'll probably just... I just wanted to try it a few more times, and then we'll jump around to a few other stages. Oh, what the fuck? What? The dash didn't... What? That's happened to me so many times as well. There's a particular gimmick in some of the later stages, where you're like... It's kind of like a Starlight Carnival thing, where you're riding on like a trail in the air. Oh, okay. I'm stuck. Alright. And when you jump off, you can jump off at any time, which I think is great. It's great for speedrunning. But then if you... Fucking hell. If you try to dash and swing after that jump, it doesn't always work. And most of the time I die. And I cannot figure out if it's my fault or if it's just a bug, because it's very inconsistent. That's another thing I've had happen to me a lot, and I need to like slow down footage on that to tell. I swear sometimes you grapple onto a pole, and then the correct thing to do is like immediately hit jump, so the next time she swings, she'll jump to the place you're pointing at. But then sometimes she goes into her like double jump thing like that, and then she kind of like, whoa, like does this weird spin, and then you just fall off and die. Will there be patches? Yeah, Hunter Bridges, I think, is already set on Steam. But they'll be patching the game to fix some stuff, which is great. I hope they keep doing that. There's quite a lot that needs fixing. I'm gonna be honest, you know, like I criticize Sonic for this stuff, and I will say I'm going a lot easier on this game because it's a, you know, like independent small team. It's their first 3D game on a brand new engine. You know, they're not Sonic Team who's been making the same shit for like 15, 20 years with the backing of Sega as a publisher, and they still release shit. You know, they're not. This isn't that. So I am a lot less harsh about it in this circumstance. But at the same time, I still don't. And the dash didn't work again. I still don't think it's like acceptable or good. Like they really do need to fix a lot of this stuff. But I sympathize with them a lot more. I mean, I sympathize with the developers of Sonic Team a lot, but just Sonic Team as a whole, or Sega as a whole, the game, Sonic Frontiers, you know, I'm not like, oh, poor Sonic Frontiers, I feel so bad for you. Shadow Generations, yeah, that's right. Keep forgetting about that. I talk about Sonic Generations a bit in this new video, actually, about how like it was the, you know, kind of like the one other game that really pushed me to time attack, especially like back in the day when I had like the PS3 version before I had it on PC. I was doing those 30-second trials all the time. Sonic Generations is a very fun game to speedrun. For anyone who missed it, I was in Steve Bellina Productions. Sonic. What the fuck? The dash isn't working again! What's going on? What's causing that? Like, I touched the ground. I was riding the yo-yo. That should reset the dash. It's gotta be a faster way to do that. I guess probably just, yeah, doing that Mario Odyssey little hat bounce. Yeah. There we go. Didn't want to attach there. I was trying to swing, so that's what I mean, is like it just overrides your input to go like, no, you want to do this. So I'm like, no, I don't. And, you know, I'm sure anyone who's played a fucking 3D game before, that you know what that's like, and I really hate to do that. It feels like every video I'm like quoting Matthew Matosis, but like I'm probably gonna have to be mentioning that context sensitivity video in my video, because it's just, it is the best summary of this problem in games, and why it's so common in 3D games in particular. So I would, if you haven't already watched Context Sensitivity by Matthew Matosis, please watch that video. It's fucking fantastic. Fuck. Okay, I think I shaved like 10 seconds off. Yeah, cool. There's a lot of room for improvement on that one, but we'll jump to a different world. I just want Movie 3 to end the live-action CGI hybrid stuff. Am I allowed to... I should be allowed to say what I want to say, right? I don't know. Luke, are you still here? In the chat? I don't know if you're still watching. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I want to say. Did I ever pick up Spider-Man 2? No, I don't even have a PS5, so I can't play it, even if I wanted to. No, I don't mean like saying just like my opinion of like, I think the movies suck. Something to, it should be fine. Like it really should be fine. But I'm just, you know, I got that hesitancy of like, oh, am I meant to say that? I don't know, probably not. It's a work thing. Fuck. Okay, I think someone here might... Waziv Boom, you might be in the Discord. I might have already mentioned it in there. Do I need to use the thingy here? I feel like that might be a faster... About like going up here. No! Oh, I fucking hate that. I hate that shit. I don't think Luke is still in the chat. Luke's one of my co-workers, or you know, was before, before we ran out of stuff to do. Look, no one has told me I'm not allowed to say anything, so it's probably fine. Look, I don't think it's happening anyway, so it shouldn't even matter. But one of the potential other projects I could have been working on instead of being unemployed right now was a certain movie. And that's all I'll say. Like it shouldn't matter. It's a movie. It's already been announced. Like everyone knows about it. It's not like the Lego one where it wasn't, where like no one knew about it yet. So it's a different kind of thing. It really shouldn't be a problem. But I also know that studios are weird sometimes with like you're not even allowed to say you worked on it until it's like out, which I just think is fucking weird, but I kind of get it because like, well, if you say you're working on it, then everyone's going to be asking you questions. You know, oh, what's it like? Oh, tell me what happens. Oh, what's it look like? You know, all that stuff. But to be completely clear, I have not seen anything. I have not touched anything. I haven't done anything on this hypothetical movie that we may or may not know about. That we may or may not have almost gotten the chance to work on, which I could still eventually work on. I don't know. I haven't heard if we've got it or not, so I'm assuming we haven't. But there's a chance that if I say next week, oh, sorry guys, like I've already started the Penny video, but it's going to be delayed now because I'm back at work, I'm probably going to be working on a certain movie. A certain movie that I don't think will be a good movie, but would be fun to work on. Would be fun to say I'd worked on. If you know what I mean. Yeah, Emoji Movie 2, yeah, you got it. That should be, I don't know, I'm really dancing around it. That should be fine. There should not be any issue with me saying any of that. And no NDA, nothing like that. Fuck. That's another thing I need to talk about is how, like, okay, let's try it here actually. So sometimes riding on water, there's that bug again when she doesn't fucking move. So then she'll like, whoops, no, never mind. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Flip through a wall. Do I think Spider-Man 2 looks fun from the looks of it? I haven't seen a lot of it. The combat still kind of bothers me because it's like cheap DMC, not like as bad as Sonic Frontiers, but you know, it's like trying to go for the DMC aerial thing. It's not quite there. The swinging, at first I was very like, like it's not. It's like the same. But then I saw you can like turn off the swing assist and stuff, and it looks like playing like that is actually a lot more fun. So if Spider-Man 2 came to PC, like maybe, I don't know, maybe I would play it if it was on sale or something. Yeah, like I played the first one. I haven't played Miles Morales though. Yeah, so the problem I have sometimes with riding on water in this game is that, like, see, I'm like mashing the thing to start the ride. And sometimes, like, you'll hear the sound play, but she doesn't actually activate it, and then you fall in the water. Or the lava, whatever it is. See, I'm managing to do it pretty consistently here, but yeah, there's a bit of like a sweet spot where she doesn't register the input until... Yeah, like if I ride, jump, tap, it doesn't do anything. I have to like ride, jump, and then like tap it just... There's like that little window where she doesn't do it. Which is a bit annoying. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some of the bugs... I know there's like big zips you can do in this game, where you can like stand in a certain spot and Penny will go fucking flying. That stuff's more cool, but the stuff of like, oh, I'm stuck in a wall, don't really want to deal with that. Is there a way to extend your time in the water? Kind of. The more momentum you have going into a ride on water will determine how long you can be on water for. Fuck. I think one of my favorite songs in this game, I don't remember the name of it, because I did buy the soundtrack as well. You can buy the soundtrack on Bandcamp. So I did that, because whenever artists let you do that, I tend to go for it. I like to support them and, you know, have my own archive of that music forever without having to worry about like streaming taking it down or whatever. Yeah, see, like before I made this way quicker because I had a lot more momentum, but if you don't have a lot of momentum you won't make those water runs as much. I wonder if I can skip over there. Yeah, it is. Oh, the steering on the yo-yo when trying to turn can be really shit, but I think it's just to do with when like your initial speed. So like, fuck, it's based on in that first sort of few seconds, depending on how fast you're going. Yeah, it's very hard to steer. And I think it's because, you know, it's you're on a yo-yo, you're not on the ball, so it's more like a wheel, and the wheel is like a cylinder on its side, kind of, so it's going to take a bit more effort to turn. So I think it's an intentional thing. I don't think it's a bug, but it still feels weird sometimes. You get the speed and you're I'm holding right, and Penny's like going left and left and left. You're like, I'm holding right on the stick, please. So that there's moments where it feels a bit like, come on, like, please respond to my input better. Whoops. I instinctively dash forward, even though I should be dashing the other way. I think last stream I mentioned that we watched all of Breaking Bad. We have now watched El Camino, and we're on the second season of Better Call Saul as well, for anyone who cares about where we're up to. Fuck. I might get this game, it looks pretty good. I would highly recommend it. I think this game's great. It's got some technical issues, but a lot of bugs. I really hope they fix them. I'm sure they want to, I'm sure they're working hard. One thing, again, I'm gonna say this in the video, so like, I shouldn't say too much, but one thing that I would like to see come back in games like this, Sonic games, and you know, a game like Penny, with a time attack kind of focus, is the way that Sonic Generations would show you your time per checkpoint. So you would cross a checkpoint and it would say like +1 second to show that you were a second slower this time, or it'd be like -1 second to show you'd done it faster. I really want that in more games. And also the 30-second trial. I really love the 30-second trial as like a leaderboard, fun, friendly competition kind of thing to do with friends. It was awesome. Bubbling World's your favorite? Yeah, I think that's like World 5? Fucking hell. No! Yeah. Come on. Come on. Get a better time than before. Come on! Ah. Tiny bit better. What are your thoughts on Frontiers being Sonic Team's last chance at making a big budget game? I mean, Frontiers was not big budget. I don't think they had a chance at all. Unleashed was their last big budget game. Unleashed was arguably their only big budget game. I mean, I don't know, I guess at the time maybe the adventure games were quite a bit more like cutting edge and high-tech advanced stuff, but like Unleashed really feels like the only time they, you know, you look at that opening cutscene and you're like, oh, they spent money on this. I mean, 06 as well, I guess, but you know, Unleashed at least feels like they put budget into the game, whereas 06 feels like they only put the budget into the pre-rendered, like, Marza Planet cutscenes. No, 06's cutscenes weren't Marza, were they? They were the, Shadow the Hedgehog team as well, right? Were they the same, or were they Marza? I don't remember. Someone fill me in on that. I thought 06 was also by the, Tim Miller, Blur Studio. That's what I'm thinking of. The people kind of doing the Sonic movies now. Fuck. Yeah, Shadow... No, Shadow's not Marza. Shadow's Blur Studio. With Tim Miller. He's producing the Sonic movies. Yeah, I think my only thing with the worlds in this game is they do feel a little bit samey. Like they do have unique gimmicks and music and aesthetics and stuff. Like they are different. Fuck. But they don't feel super different while playing them. I don't know. There's still a certain sameness. Maybe it's just from the kind of pastel color palette and stuff as well, or just the kind of simple geometry. But they do all kind of feel pretty similar. And that's, you know, not helped by the shared music in the same worlds and stuff, like how it's the same music every time. Ah! What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, I've changed up the stream a bit today as well. I'm streaming in 720p instead of 1080. That was just in an effort to have it perform... Fucking hell. Have it just perform a bit better on your guys' end, but also, like, hopefully at a lower resolution at the same bitrate, it should kind of look better. You'll get like a bit more clarity. But I don't know, I mean, I imagine my face looks pretty chunky right now as the game's moving. But if I paused, it would probably look pretty good. So it's just a little experiment for today's stream. Ah, fuck! I want to try this level a couple more times, then I'll move to another one. Ah, I was looking at chat. Shit, sorry, I was trying to read what people were saying. Yeah, I don't like the the bosses in this game. I think they're all pretty bad. The only boss I think is quite good is the Puppet Penny one, because it's not a boss, it's a race. And same with like the penguin escape in the first world in Vanilla Town. I think that's fine. But yeah, the actual boss fights I think are pretty weak, and I think the game would be better if they just cut them out. Or replace them. Replace them with races instead of bosses. I think it's just a thing where, you know, games have bosses. Like, you're supposed to have bosses and like a platformer and everything. And people would have complained if they didn't have bosses. But yeah, I don't think this game needed bosses at all. What was a recent game kind of like this I was thinking of, where like it kind of had bosses, but what made it good is they weren't typical bosses. Like they were more like races or something. Like they were fast-paced. I'm trying to think. I swear there was something recently I played that was like that. Not Pizza Tower, because Pizza Tower still has like boss fights. Ah! Oh shit. Oh, wrong one. Can't believe Sonic fans are now calling Mania mid. Yeah, it's been happening for a while. I think it's... When did I see that's really start? I mean, obviously, if people don't like Mania, whatever. But when it like became a big thing, I think it was during the Sonic drought that lasted like, I don't know, a year or two. Where there wasn't fucking Sonic shit coming out every 2 seconds. And people were getting mad that like, oh, Sonic Mania is the one thing everyone likes. It's just because it's nostalgia pandering. Why can't we get new things? And I'm like, hey man, I agree. I love Sonic Mania, but we absolutely should be getting more original games. Sonic Mania would probably be my favorite Sonic game if it was all new levels. And not reused ones, even though the reused ones are still really good. That's the fucking hard bit. But like, yeah, I think that people built up this idea in their heads that there's like these angry classic Sonic fans who, like, they just want we want Green Hill Zone and everything and shit. And I'm like, no, no, we don't. Okay, we'll stop doing this one. Like I want new shit too, guys. Thoughts on the current IDW stuff? I haven't really caught up in a while. I've not read. Forget what I think the last thing I read in IDW was like some of the Surge stuff. Though it felt like there were like 12 issues of Surge fighting Sonic, and I was getting pretty burnt out, to be honest. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not really loving the current IDW stuff. It feels a bit aimless to me at the moment. The Metal Virus was great. Would you rather Sega Sammy still tackle Sonic with their current mismanagement, or just shell them for a while? I mean, I don't know. Maybe the more they mismanage him, then like the more people will learn. I don't know. Like, don't do this, you know. Sonic's a great example of how not to run a franchise. And let's face it, more mismanagement for Sonic means more for me to talk about. But also, I mean, then I have to put in the work. I have to make a video. I have to play the shitty games, even though I don't want to. Fuck. I think Mania, like Sonic 3 is, yeah, still my favorite, but Mania does so much good, and like it's in like, a lot of the little ways. I just think the level design is so good and consistent, and I don't know, I mean, I have to actually play it again. I haven't really played it in a little while. Fully, anyway. But Mania, to me, just feels, like, really polished. And Sonic 3, I mean, you gotta remember, like, Sonic 3 vanilla, you know, like, original Sonic 3, not like Sonic 3 Air or anything like a fan remaster kind of thing. Oh my god. There's, you know, there's issues there, there's missing things that just don't quite feel right. And yeah, like, it really just is, other than that weird kind of whiplash of like, oh, I'm playing, fucking hell, I'm playing like this game that's kind of half remake because of all these old levels. Like, other than that, it really just feels like the most sort of complete, pure classic Sonic game. And has like the best special stages of any of them. The best like character movesets. You know, I doubted that drop dash. Like, I wasn't sure about the drop dash, and then Mania came out, and I was like, I stand fucking corrected. The drop dash is awesome. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I don't think Sonic 3 and Knuckles is cheating. It's not 2 games, it's 1 game. It was supposed to be 1 game. They combined it back together the moment they had the chance. Even Sega releases it together now as 1 game. And Mania is the same size as Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so I still think it counts. Itchy. It did cost 2 back in the day. Not really anymore, though. And it is a bigger game. I mean, yeah, if you play them standalone, Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles standalone, then yeah, you're kind of getting fucked there, financially. Man. Run through the rest of the level before I try to run this specific part. Well, Superstars should have been fucking... Oh, I forgot there's a thing here. Hello. That would help. Yeah, there really isn't a great excuse for Superstars at all. Like, it should have just been, like, the perfect, like, original classic Sonic game, but those levels are just so boring. Right, I gotta get over here, okay. Those levels are so bland. And some of the music is really good. The T-Lobe stuff and some of those other guest composers, really good music. But then you hear like that Jun Sonoy synth stuff and it sounds awful. Am I excited for Sonic Superstars Plus for 120 Australian dollars? No. I don't think they'll do that. The Plus thing seems to have been more for like the classic stuff, you know, Mania and Origins. Oh, no, sorry, never mind. Superstars does count. But, then they'd have to actually put more shit in it too. What would they, like, just more fucking shitty skins? Oh, come on. No! That would have been a cool skip. Sand Sanctuary is your favorite song. Superstars, that one is very good. I don't think Sega's officially released the soundtrack anywhere, right? Because I kind of like kept forgetting to go back and listen to the Superstars soundtrack because it wasn't like available as commonly, like, you know, through their YouTube Music and Spotify kind of stuff. So I'd have to sort of go out of my way to watch like a YouTube playlist that's someone had made of like their own uploads. And I was listening, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot, like, some of the Superstars music's really good. I've even been considering going to listen to the full, like, Frontiers vocal tracks, even though I really don't like what I've heard of them. But I've never, like, what the fuck? I've never actually gone to listen to them on their own before. and I'm not a fan of that music, but I'm like, would I like him a bit? Because I was thinking about it with the Symphony, right? I really want to go to the Sonic Symphony. First, they have to, you know, bring it to Australia, which they still haven't done. World tour. That's all in, like, the United States and Japan, basically. So they have to bring it here so I can see it. But also, I keep thinking about, like, oh no, it goes, you know, like, has the big orchestra part, and then it goes into the rock concert part. And that's fine. But then I remember, like, but then all the songs are going to be Frontiers songs. Like, I'm going to have to listen to all the Frontiers shit that I don't like. And then I was thinking, like, maybe I should listen to some of these songs just on their own and see how I feel. I still think that, like, if those Frontiers songs, oh, that was way off, were performed, shit. If they were performed by, like, Johnny Gioeli or something, like someone just with a less irritating singing voice, I think I would probably like them better, with less screaming. If it was just, like, the instrumentation and the lyrics without the maybe I'd like them. But I really can't do the screaming shit, man. It's so embarrassing. Like, I hear that and get embarrassed. Like, if someone heard me listening to that, I would be like, I don't like this. Shit. Fuck. Oh yeah, is anyone here going to Sonic Revolution this year in California? I will be there again. With the Bellina Productions crew. Oh no, I could've... Come on, what the fuck? I was trying to wall jump off that would've helped. Yeah, I'll be there again with the Bellina Productions crew. There's a ton of, like, pretty big guests coming this year. So if you're in the area, I would recommend going. They even got the guy who plays Agent Stone in the Sonic movies to attend, which, like, you know, I don't like the movies, but it's pretty cool. Fucking hell. Yeah, they've got, like, a bunch of voice actors. They've got He Who Should Not Be Named, Ryan Drummond, Jason Griffith, Lisa Ortiz, like 4Kids Amy. Who else? I'm forgetting. I know there's more. Sage's voice from Frontiers. Again, I don't like Sage as a character. I can't stand her. I really hope she never comes back, to be honest. But, I mean, you know, her actress seems nice. If you like the character, meet her. There's a bunch of IDW people. Tyson will very likely be there again. I know he said last year he hopes to stay longer this time, which would be great. But there's also, like, Tracy Yardley, Evan Stanley, Gigi Dutrey, Adam Bryce Thomas, a bunch of those guys who I already have a bunch of artwork up on the wall behind me. You can't see it because I've got the background removal thing on at the moment. But, yeah, egg. Cage match. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I like to think He Who Shall Not Be Named is a mature enough adult to not do anything stupid, especially at, like, a public convention with everyone around. But, I don't know. Be really interested to see where our tables are in relation to each other. We're gonna be eyeing each other down. Man. I want to at least get this skip working. Like, come on. See, then at this point, I don't even know if it's faster going this way or not. No, honestly, it's actually genuinely very likely we might be, like, across or next tables right next to each other. Genuinely, like, quite likely. Because I know we're looking at a different spot than last year. We were in a pretty shitty spot in the convention, like, room last year. So we're trying to get a better spot this time. And yeah, we might be... I don't know. We'll see. No! Shit. It's... You guys can't see it in your end because it's 60 FPS and I'm on 120. There's like 2 pennies right now. She's like jittering between 2 poses. This is what I mean, man. This game's great, but like... Can we please fix this? Can we please fix the collision? Yeah, see, I would do the skip with the swing. There's a problem. I don't think that works. I'm pretty sure when you swing before dashing, you lose momentum. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna swing, right? I'm not gonna dash. Yeah, see, like that? She kind of holds in midair. But if you dash first, she goes straight into it. So, like, yeah, it's the difference between that and that, like, carrying it forward a bit more. I mean, I'll try it again. I need to be falling. Let's see. Yeah, like, I've done... Fucking hell. I've done quite a bit of this game. Like, you know, I've time attacked every level and stuff, but I'm by no means, I don't know why I restarted. But I'm by no means, yeah, like a complete expert on the movement yet, which is why I wanted to play more of it today before kind of finishing up the script. I'm hoping by Monday the script will be done. Because I don't really want to work too much on the weekend. I want to treat it as, you know, hey, have a break. Alright, let's try... Okay, so I would need to carry the arc down and then... But I lose momentum. I'm playing with the right stick. I do everything with the right stick and I jump with the bumpers and roll on the triggers. Don't get me started on that stupid Frontiers, like, narrative justification for... bullshit level design. I hate that stuff, man. It's so lame. Okay, falling. Okay, so you do carry some momentum still, I think, but there is like that little pause in the swing, which still makes me feel like it's not quite working. Oh, come on. Shit. Hello, Durple. I said that really antagonistically. Hello. I didn't mean to sound like that. Shit. It's really hard for this as well because the camera doesn't move, so I can't see where I'm going at all. Oh yeah, we haven't had any weird OBS like stream fucking turning off errors today. That's because usually I stream on the NVIDIA like GPU encoder, and today I'm just streaming on the old regular CPU encoder. There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you for the tip. I would guess that's just the difference between the momentum you get back from the dash compared to the momentum you can get just from falling. Grab it. No! Ugh. What are your thoughts on Sonic fans being mad at people comparing the official games to fan games or games like Spark? Oh, I think they're fucking little babies. And they're so mad that anyone dared to make a better game, kind of like Sonic, than official Sonic Team. You know, I try in the video script for this game to not solely compare to Sonic too much, because I'm sure even the developers don't want to just be endlessly compared to Sonic, because they probably, you know, they want to stand out as their own thing, right? At the same time, though, there's a certain extent you kind of have to. I mean, it's literally the team behind Sonic Mania, you know. Out of my way. No! Oh my god. Fuck. Don't kill me! Oh my god. No! Shit! Perspective, man. Yeah, I did see, Nintendo Life's title of their video, and I was like, that's a little misleading, because this isn't like a ukulele kind of thing where it's like the developers of this old beloved game have come back to like make the same thing, like a new game in the same style, again, like a Bomb Rush Cyberpunk thing. It's not, or Mighty Number 9. It's not really that at all. This game is, again, not to completely spoil my video, but my kind of core point really at the end of that video is going to be how I think Penny's Big Computer Book is great because it's not a Sonic game. It's not afraid to be different and sort of create its own identity. And I love the movement. Shit! I love the movement. And part of loving the movement is that it lets you make mistakes. That's very important. You know, the wingsuit and grapple look in Just Cause would not be as fun if you couldn't smack into things and die. That's way more fun because of that, because it's funny and it makes it challenging. So when you do pull it off, it's like, oh shit, I really did that. Ah! Emmy, hello. This game is excellent. Have you not played it yet? You should get to it. I mean, okay, maybe wait a little bit for some patches, but it's very good. I'm in the process of finishing up my script for a video on it, but I just wanted to play a bit more to make sure there's not like anything stupid that I'm overlooking, or like, you know, the more I'll play, I'll find something else really valuable to mention, that kind of stuff. But I think it's really good. Shit. No. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I know you're asking for games to stream. Like, what do you want people to see you stream? And I think this would... Oh my god. I think this would be a fun one. I love the music. I love the visuals. Don't. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, if I cannot fuck myself here, might actually get a good time. Kinda wish in situations like this the camera was just a little bit lower so I could see a bit more up ahead, like on the horizon. It's tricky. 3D cameras are one of the hardest things about fucking making video games at this point. I don't even remember where the goal... Oh, here we go. Okay, alright. Yeah... Okay, that's a pretty big shave off of whatever my other run of this level must have been, like, a week or two ago. I'm doing good, Amy. Thank you for checking in. I don't know if you saw my tweet, but I suggested a game for you that I think is very important. I've definitely not suggested it to every single person I know, and they definitely don't hate me for it, for constantly pestering them to play this particular game. Chat, you know what I'm talking about. Anyone who watches my videos should know what I'm talking about. Don't say it, Captain. Don't say it. Don't say the wrong name. You're halfway right. Make sure you finish it with the right second word. Oh, okay. Excellent. You don't know anything about it? That's perfect. Don't look up shit. Don't look up a single thing. Don't even buy it like looking on the Steam page. Just get it and don't even think about it. That is a game that yeah, if I don't know if like you have any other friends or YouTubers have talked about it, but there's a cult around Outer Wilds, and there's a very strict like no spoilers, don't fucking say anything rule, because it's a one-time experience. Like you can't really play Outer Wilds again, because it's so focused on knowledge. So yeah, don't spoil yourself. Fuck. Yeah, all you need to know is it's like you're in space, you're space astronaut on your first day, kind of. You have a spaceship, fly around in real time to all these different planets and locations, but there's a mystery. There's weird shit going on. Fuck. And I can't say what the weird shit is, of course. I mean, there's a lot of weird shit. I mean, this isn't just, I guess, for Amy, but anyone else who's listening, who's curious, who I haven't already. I feel like I've already indoctrinated most people who watch the streams, but, and the videos. But, I don't, you don't want to say, like, too much, but at the same time, you don't want to give people the wrong impression. I don't know what your stomach is for a little bit of horror. I mean, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I don't know. I would hate for someone to play Outer Wilds and then be like, what the fuck, this is like too creepy for me. I mean, it's not a horror game. It is not a horror game. You're not... I shouldn't fucking say anything. It's so hard. This is why everyone fucking gets mad at me, because I tell them to play this game, but I can't even tell them why it's good. Okay, the DLC is much more of a horror game. Like, the DLC is kind of... is it's kind of a horror DLC a little bit, but the main game is not. But it is like kind of fucked up, like in like yeah, like a creepy space kind of existential. Again, like you don't, you can't say anything. Yeah, it's not horror. Blah, there's no jump scares. There's nothing like that. There's no. I mean, Outer Wilds is a very unscripted kind of game anyway. So you're never gonna have a time where it's just like, oh, let me open this door, and then a cutscene plays where someone goes, like it's nothing like that at all. Yeah, it's scary because space, sure. Like it's a creepy. At times, not all the time. Most of the time it's very nice. It's very calming. You're a little guy with a you know, with a little stick and you roast marshmallows and you eat them, and there's people playing on the banjo and the drums, and it's very whimsical and sweet and beautiful and nice and heartfelt. But it is all it's like a little bit. Just so you know, just don't like give up playing the game when it gets like a little bit creepy. But I just need to put it out there because I would hate for someone to I would really hate for someone to be like, oh, Outer Wilds, nice, and they start it up and they hear the music and they're like, yeah, cool, and then they and then they fucking, for anyone who's played the game, like, you know. Oh shit, what am I doing? What am I doing? Outer Wilds is like, I think about that game like every day at some point. And the themes of it are kind of what I use to help myself sleep at night sometimes. Like, if I'm feeling that kind of existential dread a bit, sometimes I think about the ending of Outer Wilds and I go like, you know, maybe everything's gonna be okay. Again, I can't say that everyone who's played it knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you haven't heard me like gush about it enough, Emmy, it's you know, I always would say Sonic 3 and Knuckles is like my favorite game ever made. But I think Outer Wilds is... It is. Outer Wilds is my favorite game of all time now. Even though I can't play it again. Like, I played it, you know, in like 2019, 2020, played the DLC, and that's kind of it. Other than like coming back to get footage for videos and for the streams. Yeah, it's not... Because, like, Sonic 3 was always my favorite game ever made, but I wouldn't say it was, like, the best game I ever played. Like, Sonic 3 was my favorite, but there are other games I've played that I think are overall better. It was just Sonic 3 had, like, that significance to me, whereas Outer Wilds is my favorite game ever made because it is the best game I've ever played in my life, and probably ever will. And everyone who's played the game will tell you that. Like, if you go on Steam and look at the reviews, if you go on, like, Backlogged and stuff, which is, like, the letterboxd of games, it's, like, 5 out of 5s everywhere. All these people saying how it changed their life and shit. Which is not hyperbole. There's no video game like Outer Wilds. Like, there's... literally nothing like it. And I have multiple friends who I'm waiting on for them to either continue playing it or start playing it. They've bought it. They've said they're gonna play it. They just haven't gotten to it yet. Or they're like yeah, I'll get to it eventually, and you know, just kind of waiting. I think Pizza Tower might be my new Game of the Year contender for last year. For a while it was RE4 Remake, and I felt a little dirty with that because I was like, well, it's a remake of like one of the best games ever. Like, of course it's going to be good. But I think the RE4 remake is good because of how much new shit it like adds and changes as well. So I think it was still valid to say it was my favorite game. Like, it was the game I just enjoyed the most and thought was like the highest quality of last year. But after going back to get those S ranks in Pizza Tower, I've bumped up my rating on it. Like, again, ratings, you know, I don't try to think about them too much. But what the fuck? Did you see that? The way she was gluing on that thing. That was some Sonic Frontiers shit. Oh, what am I doing? I should just jump down there and huge shortcut. Yeah, going back for S ranks, I think Pizza Tower now, I bumped it up to a 9, like a 9 out of 10, 4.5 out of 5 on backlogged. I think it's pretty fucking incredible. Very, very well made game. I love the animation, the music. I mean, the moment I fucking started the game and heard like the opening animation and the main menu theme, I was like, oh, this is the best soundtrack of the year. I haven't heard music this good all year from any other game. I'm very excited about that update with the noise. Fuck! New playable character. Shit. Unexpectancy is the final boss theme, right? I like that one, but it's not my favorite. It's not like in my top 5, top 10 tracks of the game. I think I just really like a lot of the level themes the most. They have a very funky rock, techno kind of new jack swing, jazz fusion kind of. It's very amalgamous, I guess. The way they it's just such a unique sound, and that's like that perfect video gamey sound that I love, and that's why I fucking keep talking about jazz fusion all the time, because it's like all I listen to now, and I think it's because like jazz fusion is like the genre of like classic video game music. You know, T-Square has like direct connections to Mario, Sonic, Street Fighter, like all these very memorable video game themes. You can go back and find old T-Square songs from the 80s where you're like, oh, this sounds just like that song. If anyone's seen that new Sonic Dreams fan game, I forget what it's called, but there's like that, someone posted on Twitter like a clip of their little Sonic fan game made in Dreams, like the PS5 game. That really cool looking one. That is using a T-Square song as the backing track. It's a remix, I think. It's not like an original T-Square arrangement. But it's using a T-Square song. I think it's Takarajima was the name. Because I was watching the footage and I was like, wait a minute, I know this song. Like, I fucking know this shit. This is awesome. I just couldn't remember the name of it because there's so many T-Square songs and they're basically all instrumental. So sometimes I forget the names. And I had to, like, I was searching and searching, going through, like, everything in my playlist. Like, why can't I fucking find this? No, there's a bug again. Oh, okay. And eventually I just did the Google, like, no! Fuck. I did the Google thing where it just listens to the song and tells you what it is. And then realized that song wasn't even in my playlist, that's why I hadn't found it. But I had heard it a few times before. Fuck. I don't know if you're still here, Amy, but yeah, I'm not sure what your like streaming schedule is, but if you stream Outer Wilds, I'll make sure I'm there for like every stream. That's my second life of that game now. Is like, because you can only play it once, so when you watch other people play it, it's like a vicarious new experience of like, now it's just like the first time I played it. shit. Shit! Oh, fuck. This song instantly reminded me of Sand Sanctuary from, what do you call it? Superstars. Shit, okay, I gotta remember which way I'm going in the long term on this level. To help with skips. Fuck. Just go. Just go. Okay, better. Yeah, a lot better. I could probably still shave like 15 seconds off that. Let's move to a different level, so we're not boring the audience. That's the tricky thing with streaming sometimes. It's like sometimes I'm just playing a game and I think like, man, I should be streaming this. Like I should be streaming and, you know, getting something up on the channel, making a little bit of money, giving people something to watch. But it really is different though, like playing a game on stream and playing it on your own. It is difficult. Because you don't want to keep everyone, you don't want to bore anyone. You want to be reading the chat. It's hard sometimes. And so yeah, then oh fuck no, oh shit, alright, it should be enough. Yeah, we're good. Momentum. Don't say the M word. Not around Sonic fans. Yeah, like there's things that I would do if I was playing a game on my own that I probably wouldn't do in a stream, of just like fucking around with shit. Just like experimenting, trying the same thing over and over and over, that kind of stuff. You know, when you're streaming, you're kind of like, oh shit, should I be doing this? Like, everyone's gonna leave. Everyone's gonna get bored. I'm not talking enough, you know, like you might be playing a game, but you just want to take it all in and think. Outer Wilds. I respect people when they play Outer Wilds when they just turn off their chat. They don't even look at it. Yeah, you probably should. Don't even just pretend they're not there. Just think out loud and just enjoy it. Fuck. Yeah, wait for the thing. There we go. A little bit better. You guys noticed every time you finish a level, the yo-yo for a split, just like a few frames, goes into the floor, like underneath Penny. Because every time she does that flip down, I notice something kind of blink, like down the bottom, underneath her feet. And I went back through the footage and I found it's the yo-yo, like glitching out. I know what I want in my games now. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Where yeah, there's like certain games I don't think I could really like play anymore. Or, like types of games I don't think I could really go back to. You know, I don't think I could. I don't think I can do the typical kind of open world grindy shit anymore. You know, games like Ark and stuff where you're just like doing the same monotonous shit, even though Ark is socially enjoyable. It's fun with friends because the game's shit and you're not going to get much else out of it. But like I can't do those grindy, repetitive, hundreds of hour games anymore. The one exception is like Red Dead 2, because the story was actually fucking really good, even though the gameplay was boring as hell. I don't really count Elden Ring and like Zelda in the same way because they have more engaging gameplay than Red Dead, and like most open world games, they actually have like combat and, you know, decent exploration and stuff to do. But I don't think I could play your typical checkbox open world game. You know, like the Spider-Man. Like I played the first Insomniac Spider-Man. It was good, but it still suffers from that in like the optional stuff. I mean, even the main campaign a bit. And you stick through it because it's like it's fun to be Spider-Man, and the story was like pretty good. But it's not the same as having a proper in-depth combat movement system. And yeah, like any game with combat now, I'm just a complete snob, and I'm like, sorry, I can't play this game. It's not Devil May Cry 5. Like, I can only play... Oh, shit. There we go. I can only play games with combat, like, as good as that now. Or they need, like, if it's going to be, like, an action-focused game. If the combat's not at least somewhat as good as that, or has its own unique things that make it special, then I just can't do it. Because I get bored. No. Okay, there's a zip line here. Can I skip that? Let me try. No! Fucking hell. Swung too low. Oh, and then angled my dash badly. Sonic and the Fallen Star? I only played like one level of that briefly. I was gonna stream it, I think. Oh, right, this like blue sand stuff, you can only ride on it for like a second and then she jumps off, so ignore my... I mean, unless I'm missing something, but ignore my movement tech idea of like jumping over that zip line and riding down to the bottom. Fuck, oh, there's that... Okay, that happens to me a lot, where I try to get on a grapple point, I jump, and then she does this weird, like, whoa, whoa, like, like, that felt weird to you guys too, right? Like, that looked wrong. Like, the camera kind of was, like, flipping around and shit too. Ugh. I did it again. I think it happens when you input the double jump after, so you throw out the yo-yo, she starts to grapple, like she attaches on, and then you double jump during it. I think that's the problem. How are you feeling about this game? I love it. I think it's great. Has a lot of technical issues, some design ones that even, like bug fixing wouldn't fix. But overall, I think this game is excellent, and I'm extremely proud of Evening Star. I don't think it's selling very well at the moment, which is unfortunate, because it kind of, it came out of nowhere. There's a Nintendo Direct Shadow Drop, and it looks like that kind of didn't help the game very much, I think, which is a big shame. I kinda wish these sections were a bit faster. If there was a way you could like hold the button to go a bit quicker. Sometimes it feels a little bit slow. Yep. Yeah. Good. Yeah, nice. Alley-oop. Ride the slopes. Excellent. Oh, fuck. Wonderful. Oh yeah, also just Outer Wilds PSA for anyone who's already played it. Fangamer has restocked on a bunch of Outer Wilds merch. There's not much like Outer Wilds stuff out in the wild for you to find, so if you've been like me on the hunt for like, I need more Outer Wilds shit, Fangamer's got some more. They've got some shirts. They've got a Ryback plushie. Collector's edition? No, that's through IM8bit. IM8bit has a physical Is it the physical edition or is it a? No. Oh right, shit. I gotta like. No. Fuck. This is like the one part you actually kind of do need to hit the bulls in there. There's got to be another way to get around that without needing to use them. Yeah, I Am 8-Bit has like a collector's edition thing, and like an art book and stuff. I was gonna get the art book, but the shipping to Australia was like $50, and I said no, no, no. Just having a quick check of Discord and everything. Someone do not disturb, just making sure I haven't missed anything important. Yeah, to be honest, the bugs in this game didn't really pop up for me that much on the first run. It was more when like pushing it to its limit, trying to go as fast as possible and stuff, that I started noticing a lot more issues. I mean, it's, you know, it's not unlikely that you'll encounter something when playing anyway, but yeah, I don't know, like there's definitely problems, but it's not quite bad enough where I would say like, oh, you have to wait until it gets fixed kind of thing. I think I've heard the Switch version's 30 FPS. So if you have the choice, I mean, I don't know why you would be buying a game on Switch if you have a PC anyway, but if you have the choice, get the Steam version. It's hard as well with the video because I mean, obviously I have a lot of stuff to say that's like negative, of like, hey, there's issues in here, but in general, you know, I'm very positive about the game. And I really don't want to come off as like shilling them or anything. Or just trying to like get their attention or something. But at the same time, it's like, well, they are an independent studio. I don't think this game got quite enough of the marketing that it deserved to get it out there to people. And I wanna help them. Like I want this game to do well for them. But I don't want to like. Yeah, you know, I don't want to sound like the video is me trying to fucking sell you something, unless it's Outer Wilds. That's fine. That's because Outer Wilds is a borderline perfect video game. Outside of the inconsistencies with, I will say, Q mechanics, the letter Q. If you've played the game, you know what I mean with the letter Q. And the way that I was trying to swing, and then because it's faster to swing, whatever. That pole just popped in as well, flicking between the big spinny version. Yeah, the way the Q mechanics work when trying to get to the QM. Okay, I think I shaved another 10 seconds off there. Yeah, we need Switch 2, like immediately. Yeah, every time I hear those new rumors about Switch 2, I'm like, come on, like, please this time, like, tell me something good. Oh, was it the Shadow Generations trailer that said, like, Switch family of systems, or was that something else? I thought that was, I thought I remember hearing about that with, like, Pokemon. There was, like, a new Pokemon game that said, like, Switch family on it. But I don't know, I don't play Pokemon, so I don't keep up. Yeah, it keeps getting pushed back. It's like every year, it's like, don't worry guys, Switch 2's coming this year. Fuck. And then like, we wait, it's like, oh, actually, insiders are now saying it's not coming. until next year, and then we wait again, and then next year comes along. Don't worry, guys. Definitely coming this year. And the cycle repeats. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, the Switch has gone on for too long. It was outdated when it came out. I mean, every console is, but the Switch was like really behind when it came out. And it was really cool. It was really cool. You could play it anywhere. But like, I don't do that. I want to play games on my 4K 120 hertz OLED TV, 77-inch in my living room, or on my like 4K 120 hertz 42-inch OLED TV I'm using right now as a monitor. Like, and even not like using fancy shit like this. Like, I just fuck. I just want the games to not look and run like shit. Bayonetta 3, man, I'm still like really upset about that game. The way it looks awful. And you know it's just because of the increase in scale, and that the Switch can't fucking handle it. No, not what I wanted to do. Fuck. No. Start over. Oh, the tumble on like a big slope? Yeah. When you accidentally aren't rolling on a slope and then Penny starts tumbling like crazy. See, Switch 2 being like base PS4, I don't know, you hear people go like, oh, that's fine, like that's a base PS4 on the go, that's really good. And I'm like, yeah, if you want it on the go maybe for like PS4 games, but like we're already at the point where the PS5 is like apparently fucking almost finished or something. Like, oh, it's nearing the end of its life. I'm like, what do you mean? There's no games. But like in terms of what like system architecture can handle, and at a decent frame rate and resolution as well, as you know, is the important part. Like I kind of feel like you're gonna need more than just a base PS4 if you want to be able to play most fucking hell. This is an example I'm talking about in the video as well. The way that clearly says like, yep, you've got the grapple thing for it, but because it's above me, you know, the stick only knows 2D. Like the analog stick's only bound to, you know, the 2D plane around me that I can throw at. But then sometimes there's stuff above me like this. See, like that, I jumped like a little bit, and then she would automatically aim up above her head to grapple up there. But that's, you know, that's context sensitivity. That's like an automatic kind of thing where the game is deciding for me. Oh, in this particular instance, Penny's yo-yo can go upwards above her, but normally it can't. Oh yeah, for anyone who didn't know, you can use the triggers, like the ride button, to make the propeller power-up go downwards while you're riding it. It needs the fucking grapple thing. No! So those little umbrella things as well that have a target thing show up on them. Sometimes I've tried to swing or just shoot the yo-yo out to dash, and I accidentally grab those instead. You just have to go like, no, bitch, fuck. Like, that's not what I was trying to do. Don't know why there's a ring there pointing into that lava. That seems a little strange. I don't know if that's just like a trap or if there's something hidden behind there. Whoa, what the fuck? That was weird. Bitch. Let's find out. What the fuck? What? There's nothing there. Hold on, why would they put that there? Why would they put a ring there? What the fuck? That's really strange. Do I need to include that in the video as well? I'm truly trying to keep it short. I want to keep it like 15 minutes long. No longer than 20 minutes. Because I want to get it like out before, you know, I don't want to like be working on it and then find out I do have work again and be like, oh fuck, I haven't finished the video yet. And then have to spend like weeks editing it after work and on weekends. I want to get it done. So then if it's like I still don't have a job, that's like, alright, cool, now I'll start on another video, another project, and do more streams and stuff. Or, if I do find out I have work, oh cool, the video's already like done out of the way. So that was good, you know, I gotta get something out there before I went back to work. I'm happy. So I really don't want it to be too long. And also because, you know, I make my stuff for my own like satisfaction as well, but part of it is like how well it performs, and especially right now because I don't have income, because I don't have a job. You know, if the video does better, that's kind of really useful for me. So, and I just, you know, this unfortunately is not Sonic. Even though it's by the Sonic Mania dev team, I don't think the video covering this game is going to do anywhere near as well as if I was reviewing a Sonic game, critiquing a Sonic game. Whatever. Ah! No! So... I also don't want to, you know, make this video like an hour long, but like no one watches it. The tricky balance, doing what you want to do for the sake of your own art. Whoops, this way. Fucking hell. And doing what you think needs to be done for the sake of, you know, actually turning a profit. But relative to the hours I put into these videos, I do not profit off these at all. These videos take, I mean, this penny one is probably equivalent to about 2 weeks of full-time work at the moment, or like that's what I'm expecting it to come to by the end, like the script writing process. I mean, there's actually like playing the game as well, all that stuff, recording all the footage, and then actually having to record the voiceover and do the editing. You know, and 2 weeks full-time work, for me, that should be like, I don't know, at least like $2,000 worth of money. And I'll be lucky if I make like 50 bucks off this video when it's done. Okay, skip this. No, not... I think the lava is meant to be soup, because yeah, they make food and stuff in it, right? My friend Tom pointed out that Penny, especially like in silhouette, she kind of looks like the fucking Bloodborne guy. I haven't played Bloodborne, but just like the guy on like the hunter guy or whatever, like the cover of Bloodborne. Now I can't not see it. Especially when she's in silhouette, like behind a wall and stuff. Did they reuse this lava in other levels? I think so. No! You saw me throw out the yo-yo. I was trying. Fuck. That was an accident. Oh, okay, still got it. I feel like there's a faster way to get up here than having to do this thing. Oh, right, and then this will take you up to the... Yeah. What if instead you were just like... Nah. Whoa, Jeb, hello. Oh, look, a free iPad. Captain, 1,000 yen, thank you. I don't know how much that is. Hold on, let me check. Is that like $1 or $10? I forget. Thank you. Yen to AUD. 1,000 yen. Oh, $10. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, Jim. How are you doing? Penny was telling me about her yo-yo on her computer book. Okay, actually, I just remembered a very good little anecdote. So I was, the night, must have been about a week ago, just before I started writing this, fucking hell, no, the script of this video. And I opened Google Docs, I'm on my phone, I'm in bed, I'm going on Google Docs, making the title of the video. And I'm writing, you know, a critique on Penny's Big Breakaway. And because I'm on my phone, it's doing the, you know, it's got the suggested words down the bottom. And so once I'm writing a critique on Penny's Big, and the suggested word after that was breasts. So it wanted me to write a critique on Penny's Big breasts. Which maybe I should just name the Google Doc that just for my own little sake, so I can look at it and go. But no one else has to know except for all the people who now know because I've just said it. But I thought that was quite funny, especially because I don't think I commonly use the word breasts. Like, I don't know why it thought. Oh yeah, Penny's Big Breasts. That's what he wants to call it. I think that's what they should have called the game, actually. Fuck. That'll be for when Evening Star makes the Rouge the Bat spin-off. Whoa! That was a weird little zip that just happened there. Ah, what the fuck? No, her name should not have been Penny with P-E-N-I. Penis Big Breakaway. I should play a couple of the secret levels as well. There's a particular song in there I really like. Just one of the tracks for the secret levels I think is really good. Yeah, up back home. There's gotta be a quicker way to get up here after riding on the thing. So where do you... You know, I wonder if that came up during the naming thing, like at Evening Star making this game. They're like, no guys, we just want to be careful. We don't want at a glance the game to look like it's seeing Benny's big breast. Or like, oh, when you type it in, like on Google, the automatic, like when it tries to fill in the name for you, that would be very funny if that was a thing that happened. So you can't go up there because there's the alcove kind of in the way, and this is similarly getting in my way. And I can't even jump off these little lights because she just kind of floats on them. Penny's big frontier. What the fuck? Why is the swing not working? I'm trying to experiment here. Okay, so that works. That's not bad. So maybe if I can chain that into the propeller thing, or the whirling wafer, as it's called. I called it propeller in my script at first, and then found out it's got a name. Okay, let's try this. I already forgot. I already fucking forgot. God. Okay, so jump up here. And yeah, okay. Yeah, cool. The cool thing with the penguins in this game is they're for the most part the only enemy. I mean, there's the birds and there's a few other things like puppet things in a later level. But for the most part, the penguins are the only enemy in the game. In like the regular levels. And there we go, I got the little skip there. Oh shit, oh fucking hell. And yeah, the cool thing with them is that they don't like slow you down really. I mean, I think they slow you down a tiny bit if they grab you. But they don't actively stop you. It's not like bumping into an enemy in a Sonic game kind of thing, or like a regular other enemy in this game. Fuck. So I think that's pretty cool that like they found a way to still have enemies as obstacles without overly harming your flow. It's kind of like how you know, the Dark Souls, like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but the Dark Souls like Estus healing system is built in a way to say like you can recover from your mistakes as long as they're like little mistakes, you know? So it's keeping you proactive in the way it's like, yeah, we don't expect you to play perfectly all the time. If you make a little mistake, that's fine, you can heal. But the way that, you know, healing works is you need a moment to do it. So the idea being it's punishing you from doing like big mistakes. So if you get hit several times in a row straight away, then it's like, well, now you're not gonna be able to heal, and that's like a bigger deal kind of thing. Whereas if you do like really, really well, but you just get hit like a couple of times, then, you know, you have that opportunity to heal yourself. And the penguins in this are kind of similar, where like, fucking hell, why is it not working? Like, I can't tell if that's my fault or not when she doesn't do the dash properly. That was my fault. That was my fault. So yeah, like the penguins only really harm you if like I think 6 of them have to be grabbing you at once. So it's like the thing of like little mistake is all right, you can keep going. But if you get all clumped up with them, if there's like too many, then you're in trouble. And I like that. I think that's a good idea. It was something I was thinking of mentioning in the video, but just at the moment in the script I don't really have a good spot for it, like to keep the flow. And also, I haven't really watched any other videos on this game. I don't think I've seen like any other reviews. I've watched speedruns. The only other review I saw was like a really short one. It was like a minute long. And they kind of talked about the penguin stuff and how like, I think in their words, they said like Penny fixed Sonic. And I was like, well, I wouldn't go that far. But yes, you are right that like, I like the way they deal with enemies being a punishment to your speed in this game. I think it's a fun compromise between being punishing and being a bit more accessible and forgiving. It's a very difficult balance to make. Fuck. There we go. I think one of the best things about the level design... Oh, shit! One of the best things about the level design in this game is it does a very good job of conveying wordlessly where you have to go and what you're supposed to do. I went back to play a little bit of that Rolling Rascal demo last night, just for comparison, because I'm going to be mentioning it in the video. And I found the level design in that to be to be a little bit aimless. Not aimless, but lacking in direction. You know, that environment's so big, and I'm kind of wondering, like, where am I meant to be going? Which is funny, because people would say the same thing about Sonic Utopia, and I disagree. Sonic Utopia, I think I always... I mean, granted, I've played it a lot, so there's a knowledge bias there. Fucking hell. But I always felt Sonic Utopia, despite being this huge level, had a very clear line of sight. Not line of sight. A very clear staging and framing to sort of push you towards the end of that level. It was subtly guiding you on where to go to reach the goal, even though there was all this other stuff everywhere you went. And I don't think... I know it's just the first level and it's a demo, but I don't think that first level of Rolling Rascal really does that for me. I'm always kind of like, wait, where the fuck? Like, where am I going? It almost feels like a level designed for like a collectathon. Like a non-linear collectathon, not a linear reach the end of the level platformer. And I've backed that game. I'm part of the Kickstarter. I hope it does well. But I just think that level design's a little, I don't know, could use some work. Ah, shit. You think the multiplayer level design's better? I played that level as well. I wasn't too crazy on it. Oh shit. It kind of had a similar thing because it's so layered. I was a little confused. I'm like, where the fuck? Like, where am I meant to be going here? And these are like very difficult things to get right in a game. Like, don't get me wrong. Making a fun to engage with 3D space that also guides, that was fucking scary, almost died there, but also is able to guide the player without having to have like big arrows everywhere. That's hard. Actually, I do like something pretty subtle the Rolling Rascal does. There's 4? As in there's 4 multiplayer levels? I thought there was only 1. I do like how Rolling Rascal will have markers on the ground on like ramps and stuff to kind of show you the... What the fuck? Dash didn't work again! to show you like the intended way forward. I do like that. That's a nice little like kind of subtle but also easily readable, identifiable visual cue to know where to go. What are my thoughts on the current state of Mario? I'm personally like a little bit just kind of like waiting for the next big cool thing. Like I thought Wonder was good, but Wonder didn't feel very special to me. I love the visuals of it, at least for the characters. I think the environments and the music's still a bit bland in Mario Wonder. And I'm just really kind of hoping for another Odyssey style game with that movement, but with better level design. Or just less like kind of grindy collectible stuff and more just engaging with the platforming. Ah, shit. Can I at least like beat this level and get a good time? Oh, yeah. Depth perception, man. Yeah, Penny's drop shadow also needs fixing. That wouldn't have helped me there. That's not a drop shadow related issue, but Penny's drop shadow disappears when you're too high above the ground. Which is, why is the dash not working? What the fuck? And the double jump? What? Ah, wall jump. What the fuck? I still cannot tell sometimes like what's my fault and what's the game's fault, because it feels really inconsistent to me when these little things happen. I should probably just say, this feels weird to do this, but I know when I streamed Sonic Mania years ago, back when the last thing I'd done was probably that original Mania critique video, which I don't like that video. I don't go back to like watch that one because it's just too, a little too embarrassing for me. But I remember one of the developers, I want to say it was, is it Tom Fry? I think that's his name, right? One of the developers was in the chat and was like watching me stream it and was saying like thank you for the video and stuff, and that they appreciated the feedback and everything. And I remember thinking like, holy shit, that's fucking cool, like thanks, man. And now I feel kind of embarrassed looking back, because I'm like, oh, that video was not very good, but whatever. And I don't know, I guess I'm just saying that if anyone here is watching who is an Evening Star employee or someone who was involved in the creation of this game, thank you for checking me out. Here we go. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for making the game, because I've been enjoying it a lot. And I hope my video is not too harsh. I mean, I have some things to say, but in general, I really like the game. I really, really think it's great. Why is the Mania video embarrassing? Okay, watch the Mania video for like 5 minutes, I don't know. And then go and watch like the Frontiers video or the Bayonetta video or something, side by side, or like back to back. And I think you'll see what I mean. The editing pace in the Mania video is way too snappy. Like it's way too fast. Like I don't leave any room for any of the like the air to kind of breathe, you know. Every sentence is like, okay, so then this happens, and then this, and like it keeps, like I remember in the editing timeline I squished every little clip of the voice track together. Whereas now I leave the voice clip, stops, and then the video clip goes for a little bit longer, just that little extra bit, and then the next clip and the next voice track, you know, sentence comes in. So there's that little bit of spacing, and sometimes I'll deliberately leave a bit more space to let a thought kind of finish and rest, just for that little beat, just that little bit longer in your head before I move on to the next sentence, the next point. And those older videos of mine were not like that at all. Oh, I forgot number 4 of this one. Just the presentation wasn't as good. The actual criticism, like, a lot of it is just me, like, saying what's in the game and going like, oh, this is cool, and like pointless trivia and stuff. I don't like that. It's not criticism, you know? Like making a whole video where you just summarize the story and like what happens in the game and what you do in the game. That's not a review. That's not a critique. You're just recounting things. I try not to do that. Like, again, the Frontiers video, the narrative part, I just say, like, here's what I think about the narrative. I don't explain the narrative. I don't recap the narrative. I just talk about it a little bit. You know, I talk about my feelings on it. Okay, this is not the level. Oh, this is the fucking one. Okay. I know why I have so many times on this one, because I have things to say about context sensitivity. Fuck. Trying to hit these little bulbs is quite difficult because okay, sometimes Penny will decide instead to go for the poles, even though they're electrocuted. No. Hello, Jello. Yeah, let me show you what I mean. Again, this will be in the video. So, like, it's not impossible to do this part properly, but, like, yes, it worked there. But I had to get, like, physically up to that bulb. Even though I can be over here. Yeah, like that. So I was in midair near the pole, right? I was physically close to the pole, but the little homing icon thing was on the bulb, right? To the left. So I flicked the stick to the left, but instead, because I'm physically close to the pole, Penny's yo-yo went onto the pole. And so I'm using this level as an example of the fuzzy context of the of the lock-on, of the soft lock. I don't think this is the song either. This is not the one I was thinking. Ah, this level's kind of annoying. I mean, this one's good actually, but it's not the one I was thinking of that I really like. I'm not doing that. Fuck. This one, yeah, this one's too tricky. This one's too annoying. What's the one where I was doing some kind of cool shit? Oh, I know this one. Oh, okay, yeah, this one I was doing a bit of, fuck. A bit of this shit. A bit of, like, there you go. No! Oh, we got it, we got it. It's right there. No. Yeah, you gotta do cool little tricks on that one to effectively run it. Oh yeah. I remember this one. Ah shit. I wonder what the fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. I wonder how many fucking like how far you could go if you could just use like one palm tree in this level, and if you could just fling all the way to the end. What the fuck? Am I insane? That looked like I was aiming the other way, man. I'm trying to find the one... I don't remember which one I've done, No, it's not this one. What's the one where there's like a moving platform? I know that one has like a song I really like in it. And I was doing some cool movement. It's not this one. It's this one I've already just picked up. Yeah, it's not this one. I don't think it's this one. Oh, this one's annoying. Because of these spiky platforms. Okay, I do really like this song. This might be one of my favorites. This level, I mean, speedrunners will go nuts with it, but this one's too annoying for me to want to properly like perfect. Yeah, this one's like you got to do a lot of crazy wiggling around stuff. No, I was already on this one. I really wish they had like a little preview of what the level was like. I think it's this one. No, I already did this one too. I'm gonna keep checking through all of them. No, not this one. No. Again, it'd be really nice if there was an easier way to tell which level I'm looking at before I open it. No. I thought it was a later one, but I guess not. So what's confusing me is that a lot of these have only... Oh, this one's kind of cool, because you can do some, like, cool skips, provided the, you know, grapples don't fuck you. Provided you don't, you know, get soft-locked onto something you didn't... Something you didn't want to grab, like that, and like that. You can kind of do some fun shit. Okay, and then that time she didn't grab it. I think I was just out of range. Is level 15 the last one? Because I know which one that is. That's the sort of 2D one. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Whoa! I think I hit the slope, like on the bottom of the little poles. Ah, fuck! Why'd she stop riding? What? This song's really good. And this is still not the one I'm thinking of. Fuck. No! Ah. At Sonic Revolution last year, they basically played nothing but shitty Frontiers music the whole time. I think this year they should only be playing... Oh, okay, it was kind of close to my last record. I think this year they should only be playing Penny and Pizza Tower music. Yeah, this last one is the 2D one, right? It's like kind of a tower climb. Yeah. Yeah, this one kind of sucks. I'm using the... Oh, I think I cut it, but I was considering using this as a point in the video about how, you know, Penny's movement doesn't really feel right in a semi-2D perspective. Fuck, I hate that shit. Doesn't really feel right in a semi-2D perspective. You know, for a character who's all about rotating in any direction at any time, it doesn't really work. And there's like lava like above you can't see it until you go up and all that stuff. That kind of thing. Okay, no, it's not the first one. Oh, it can't be this one for like 19 seconds. The level I'm thinking of is longer than that. Yeah, it's not this one. What is this one? Oh yeah. That's pretty easy. Fuck. Ah. Shit. Oh, I think this actually is the other song I was thinking of, and I really like this one. Reminds me a bit more of something I'd hear from T-Square. Fuck. No! Oh, what the hell? That was pretty cool. Damn. Am I excited for GTA 6? I'm not really a GTA guy. I've played a bit of GTA 5, like mostly the multiplayer with friends. I liked Red Dead a lot more than GTA, to be honest. Red Dead 2, I thought was really... Oh, okay, yeah, we did this one. I thought Red Dead 2 was pretty fucking fantastic. Again, like the gameplay, I'm sort of like, yeah, it's here and there, but the narrative and everything like really kept me going. Okay, I'm really confused here because whichever level it is, it should be one that has multiple times on it because I played it through multiple times. Might be... I swear I already checked this one. Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know which level I'm thinking of. It had like a moving platform, and I was kind of like skipping around it and shit. What the fuck? Which one have I... What like one level have I not fucking tried? Other than like the first and the last one. I did already open the last one, didn't I? I was just on this one. This was the hoops. Yeah. Why are you calling me Scala ad Calum? Isn't that like... Is it like the Latin use of what my name's supposed to be or something? I don't know. Try 5 or 6. Isn't there a Final Fantasy character? Noctis Lucas Calum? Oh, this is the one. Yeah, because I was doing like cool shit. But like, yeah, fuck you, moving platform. And it has the song I like. This was the one I was thinking of the whole time. Now, I wonder, can you... Ah, you can. Okay. Fucking cool. Oh, fucking first try. Look at that. Not a lot of things more satisfying than having a moving platform level where you just skip over the whole thing. And don't even use the moving platform. Ah! It's the curse, man. Do it perfectly. Well, not perfectly. Do it really well the first time and go back to do better. Fuck it up every time. Ah! Go. No. Yeah, because I never tried jumping off those things up the top before. I was just like going around them. No, come on. Come on. That's gonna cost me. I can't, no. Oh, I probably could have ridden. I probably could have ridden on that lava up the top there. And, gotten a bit of a shortcut. Fuck. No. Isn't that a little weird? I mean, like, obviously the secret world has, like, way more levels than all the other ones. But it's a little weird that, like, they have multiple themes in this world that kind of shuffle around depending on the level. But then all the other worlds just have the one theme that plays every time. Like, again, it's a thing where I'm like, well, I get it. I do get it. But I just think the game would have been better. Fuck! Oh, that's so annoying. I just think the game would have been better without that, yeah, without like the same music every level. This movement's fucking awesome. For the record, little levels like this is more of what I want out of like a Mario Odyssey sequel. Because when that game had like extra little hidden things where it was just platforming challenges, it was like, yeah, cool. But then there's all this other shit. Like fucking puzzle, like literal like sliding puzzle stuff, and like I don't wanna do that. Like I want a platform with Mario. I wanna have like a really difficult, engaging, fun, rewarding final. Not even just the final level, but just, you know, you just want more platforming challenges through the game. That's something I like with this game as well, is that if you do all of the little secret, all the secret level stuff, where you unlock, you know, you do a little challenge in the main level, find a secret thing, and doing those unlocks these secret levels. So, like, by doing more of the challenging stuff in the main stages and mastering the movement more, your reward is that you get to do more levels that are even more challenging, which is what it should be. Too many games do the thing where, like, you beat a hard challenge and they give you something that makes the game, like, significantly easier. And I don't like that. Because it's hard of, like, you want to be rewarded, but you don't want your reward to just, yeah, make the game easy. Like, if you're doing something hard, then your reward should be, well, you've gone out of your way to do this difficult thing. Your reward should be, here's a more difficult, fun thing you can do. And that's what this game does well. And Celeste and stuff, like, does that well, too. I mean, Celeste is just the fucking, like, best platformer ever. on, I want one more. I want one more good run at this level. Maybe I thought I had a lot of times on this level, but it was really just me trying over and over to get it right until like I actually finally made it to the end. And every other attempt I just restarted. Ah, shit! Have I played Celeste 64? No, actually. I heard about that. Was it any good? Clip through the edge of the platform. Ah! No. No! It's short, but good. Okay. Is this game any good? Yes, absolutely. I really like this game a lot. I'm just playing it a bit more because I'm doing a video on it that'll be out hopefully in another week. Don't hold me to that because I haven't finished the script yet. I'm just thinking the editing won't take too long because I'm currently out of work, meaning I'm at home all day getting to work on videos, so I have more time. So I don't think it'll take too long to edit once the script's done. Yeah, I really like this game a lot. And I think it's absolutely worth getting if you love platforming and if you love momentum movement mechanics. No! There we go. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Oh, okay. Oh, like a tiny... Alright, fine, we'll take it. How much is this in Australian dollars? I think... Let me double check that for you. I want to say it's like... $48? Yeah, it's $48.95 right now, so just below 50 bucks. I think the game is really good. There's some technical stuff, you know, there's some bugs, which are very unfortunate. But, I mean, Sonic fans don't care about bugs, right? Oh. I should say, on my log at the moment of like other games that I've bought recently that I'm gonna get to, I got Solar Ash. Solar Ash, unfortunately, I did not like as much as I thought I would. Part of that was the story stuff. I was like, I'm not one of those people that's like skipping cutscenes and shit. I don't care about the story. I just wanna, you know, I'm not one of those people. But there's that bug again where I try to dash and roll and she'd fucking stop moving. This song's really good too. But Solar Ash, just the character stuff, like the main character is so annoying, and she's one of those characters who talks like, huh, wonder what that is over there. Better go check it out. Like, I fucking hate that shit. Did I get a better time? Or... Yeah, that's good. And the movement was okay, but it wasn't enough. I think this is kind of that thing where like I'm too good now. Like I've peaked. I've Sonic Frontiers peaked. I can't go back to movement systems that aren't as good as the best that I've played, you know? I'm playing this one because I love the music. I love this remix. Again, this should have been like Act 2 remix of World 1's theme. Yeah, I got Solar Ash and I didn't like it that much. I thought it was good. It was fine. I think it got better as it went on, for sure. But it definitely starts too simple for me. the level design doesn't do enough to make you... Like, there's no obstacles. You're just kind of running around. And I got Severed Steel, which I'll probably play a bit of on my own time after the stream. I started that a little bit just last night while I needed a break from something. I just needed something else to play. And that's like a movement shooter FPS thing, you know, my fucking jam. You have like Samus's arm cannon and you can break through walls because the whole game world is destructible. Pretty neat. Again, I only played like fucking 40 minutes of it at the moment, so I can't say too much. And then after that, I've gotten Rain World. Rain World was on sale. I don't know a lot about Rain World, but I know people really like it, and I know that Matthew Matosas had like a recommendation video on it, and I was like, well, I mean, he recommended, you know, The Wonderful 101, and I tried it like purely based on his recommendation and thought it was great. I mean, I knew I had to get to it anyway. It's a Kamiya game. It's a platinum Hideki Kamiya game. But his love of that game in particular made me go like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll try this. And I try to do that with my stuff as well. I try to be really like, hey guys, I really like this game. Please, like, listen to me and try it. If you think you like X kind of game, you might like Y game here, you know? Yeah, so I got Rain World. I hope I enjoy that. Fuck. Seems like people really like it. I've heard people say it... I think I remember in Matthew's video, he was saying, it's a game that has all of the stuff people ask for in games, but never actually appreciate when it's. I think in terms of like a game world feeling not like a game. I think like it doesn't care about you, and you're really like actually surviving on your own and stuff. That was the impression I remember getting. But I'd have to watch the video again, and I already have the game, so I don't really want to watch the video again until I've played it. I don't want to like accidentally spoil myself, because it's one thing to watch a video of someone talk about a game that you've never played and then go like, oh yeah, I'll play that, but then not actually play the game until like a year later, compared to then watching that same video again, you know, like a day before you are going to play that game. Where then it's going to be on your mind more. You're going to play the game and like remember these things. That's my hope for anyone who's like seen anything I've done with Outer Wilds before, is like they've seen it in a video, they're like, oh, that looks cool, like this whole space thing and fly to these planets, wow. But then by the time they actually play it, I hope they don't even like remember anything that they've seen. That's my hope. Oh. Oh, there we go. No. Very good song. Actually made that turn this time, holy shit. No, what the fuck? Yo, fucking do your job. I really like how you can kind of set up a yo-yo ride a little early when you're in the air. Like she'll, no! I was trying to be cool. She'll like sort of grapple down with the yo-yo a bit ahead of time. You know, like that, like she'll shoot it out. So you can kind of plan ahead a little. You've described Unleashed as the best Sonic game you don't want to play. What's the best Sonic OST you don't want to hear? How does that work, though? Because, like, Unleashed being the best game I don't like, best Sonic game I don't want to play means that like everything other than the gameplay is good, right? But with soundtrack I don't want to listen to. That's like the only like you can't do anything else with a soundtrack other than listen to it, right? So like I don't really know how to answer that question. I guess the closest thing I can think of is like a soundtrack I think is good. I just don't really enjoy listening to it very often. Which is, I can't really think of any examples because like if I like a soundtrack, I like a soundtrack and I'd want to listen to it. Unless maybe I've just listened to it too much and like I'm sick of it at the time, but it doesn't mean I forever think it's like bad or anything. Yeah, actually, Frontiers, like the... Oh, I'm stuck again. I've had this happen to me before. I'm stuck in the fucking... There we go. The island themes in Frontiers are actually, like, they're fine. They're nice. But I wouldn't really listen to them unless I was, like, unless I specifically needed something calming and just kind of peaceful to have in the background. I only really do that when I need, like... when I need to go in like writing mode, where I just want a bit of noise in the background, something relaxing, but not something that's going to distract me. Usually I go on YouTube and I find just like a Metroid ambience playlist, because I love Metroid... Fucking hell. I love the Metroid score, and I love how like catchy and memorable they are while still being quite moody and atmospheric. So I usually put on like Metroid music, or maybe a bit of like Breath of the Wild piano, or like Hollow Knight or something. Or I just do like those Jurassic Park ambience videos where it's just rain sounds with dinosaurs in the background. But I guess Frontiers, yeah, for like the island music. Again, I don't really like the... I genuinely kind of dislike the screamo fucking boss themes, the metalcore shit. But I feel like if they were instrumental, or just if they had a different singer, I maybe would like them. So I don't know. Maybe Frontiers would be my answer. Turn! She loves to just not turn on the wheel. Honestly, I was worried I was getting a little bit sick of this game, like just maybe just from having to make the video on it, you know, and like playing the levels over and over. I was like, oh, I hope I'm not already kind of losing my enjoyment. But playing these levels again today on the stream, I've been really enjoying this. Like, I've been... Other than the glitches and me just fucking up like that wasn't the game's fault, that was my fault. Other than the bugs, like, I've been really enjoying just speedrunning these levels again. Getting better and better at the movement. This game, like, really does get better the more you play of it. As any game really should. Maybe other than Outer Wilds, I guess, because you... Well, I mean, there's value in going back to explore again. It's just you can't really... It's not the same. You can't progress in the way you're kind of meant to. No! If you hold forward with the turn, yes, if you kind of steer, like instead of going left, right, you've kind of like diagonal tilted a bit. Have you heard the rumor there was going to be a Fall Guys inspired Sonic game? Yeah, I did. I don't really care. Until they, you know, actually show me a good Sonic game, I'm just going to assume that every new Sonic release is going to be bad. Ah! Sorry, I should sound like Rouge in Sonic 06. Ah! There's that fucking... that weird swing thing again. Yeah, this movement is fucking great. If they wanted to do like a... I kind of feel like their next game would probably maybe be an original IP, but I don't know. Like, I'd be fine with just a sequel to this. Like, just new levels. Obviously, you know, all the bugs would be patched out. Maybe a few new yo-yo moves. Level design that takes even more advantage of slopes and stuff. I don't know. Like, I think they could pull it off. Use that star engine. Put it to work. No! And obviously, you know, same team, get T-Lopes back for the music still. And for the record, it's not all T-Lopes. You know, there's other people doing music. Even Christian Whitehead has done a few songs in this game. A few tracks. But obviously T-Lopes is the main composer. And probably sound like director as well, a musical director is my guess. Or maybe not, I don't know, maybe it's Christian Whitehead, who knows. I mean, I could check the credits and I could find out, but... Ba 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 bow bow. I like how the melody in this one's a little bit more syncopated as well. Like, gives it more of a swing feeling. Oh, what the fuck? Bow 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 da ba da ba da scoop skip it da ba da do. Fuck. When's Sonato Generations coming out? Is it like, I think it said fall, like American fall, so that's what, like September? Oh my god. What are my thoughts? Sorry, look at the chat. What are my thoughts on Sonato Generations now that it's been a month? I mean, nothing's really changed. They haven't shown any more of the game, so I don't really care. It would be nice if it's good. Like, I love Sonic Generations. I think it's the best 3D Sonic game. Arguably, like, one of the only good 3D ones. And I would love to see just, like, more Sonic Generations levels, basically. Fuck! But I really don't have any faith that Sonic Team can do it. And as much as I have liked Ian Flynn's stuff in the past, I'm really not enjoying any of his game output at the moment, so... Fuck. Okay, just... See, I didn't want to swing on them. Yeah, I haven't really enjoyed any of Ian Flynn's writing on the games so far. I think everything he's done for the games has been pretty shit, to be honest. So, I'm not really, like, excited for that either, like the narrative stuff. Ah, no! Oh, those fucking things. Yeah, if you're not riding these things, Penny just fucking tumbles around, and sometimes it will kill you. It's very annoying. Just grapple on, don't try to shortcut it. This looks fun as hell? It is fun as hell. This game is great. Highly recommended. I am making a video on it. Will hopefully be out in another week. Okay, no, don't risk that. Fuck. Right, no, ah, shit. Yeah, I remember this part. You have to, like, get around it. There's got to be a faster way, though. How was that? 2 seconds better than what I had previously. I enjoy looking at OBS, seeing I've been streaming for 3 hours and I've only dropped like 10 seconds worth of frames the whole time, which I think only happened once and it hasn't dropped since. Unfortunately, it looks like I just have to not use the NVIDIA encoders to stream, even though they're way more efficient and free up the CPU. But looks like I just have to stream on the CPU encoder, like H.264, or else OBS just doesn't like it. It'll just randomly decide to like ruin my upload speed. Don't know why. Oh, whoops. Alright, this is not... At this point I'm just trying to remember the level before I actually try to go a bit faster. Doing. Sometimes I kind of wish Penny did gain a little bit more speed just from rolling down the hills, not just from when you impact on the ground and then zoom off, but the actual gradual descent. Sometimes I wish she gained a little bit more speed. Has anyone tried the Switch version of Outer Wilds? I have heard it's very good, you know, for a Switch port. Like, it's still gonna like cap your frame rates and stuff. It's not gonna look as good as the PC version or anything. But I've heard it's still pretty good. Been tempted to get a physical version of Outer Wilds when it comes out, but I'm like, well, I'm not going to play it. Like, I already have it, and I've already played it once. What am I going to do with that physical version? I think this might be one of the parts of the level I was going to try and use to show my issue with the context stuff, like the context-sensitive shit. Except the camera has decided to... There we go. So, like, this thing's above me. Yeah, see, like, sometimes it works. But, like, how does it know? How does it know I'm trying to aim up and not just to the side or behind me? Because the game only knows, you know, up, down, left, right kind of thing on the stick. It doesn't know up, like 3D. See, that makes sense when I'm, like, facing it. But, like, that, when she's grappling up, like, it just kind of has to assume that that's what I want it to do. And that's weird, because if I grapple forward, it's actually not registering. But if I grapple to the side, it does. That's weird. I hate that bug, man. Like, you try to dash into a roll and she just stops moving. That has to be a bug, right? Like I don't know what I'm doing wrong to make that happen as like my fault and not just a strange glitch. Can you? I mean, I could like do that. No. Shortcut it. I mean, yeah, with Outer Wilds, I would definitely still recommend playing on PC if you can. But if that's not an option for you, the Switch version should be fine. I've heard good things. And anyone else who's thinking of playing it on PC, please do not play it with a mouse and keyboard. The game does tell you to please use a controller for a reason. A lot of things in that game are specifically built for a controller, like, you know, you're controlling the thrust of a ship. You kind of need the analog nature of sticks and triggers to manage that properly. Fuck. Whoa, I have my double jump. Did I? Oh, hi, Marcy. Hello. What the fuck? How did that? Maybe I used my double jump already and I just forgot, but that really felt like I should have had my double jump, and I couldn't do it. Fuck. Yeah, I really wish she had not just a more consistent drop shadow, but also like just a more obvious one. See ya, OK1. I'm probably not going to stream too much longer, so I don't think you're going to miss a lot. Thank you for coming along. Ah! Yep. No. No, don't fucking... Got it. Fucking turn, please. Ow. Fucking dickhead, get in the way. I don't remember what this does. Okay, that's... Right, you're supposed to turn off the water and then pull that thing, but... Can I not just, like... Yeah, you just fucking jump over me. I like this part with the big water running bit. Looks really pretty. Water shader looks nice. I mean, it's very simple. It almost looks like jelly. Or jello for Americans. But the way, you know, smoothly fades between dark blue to light blue on the edges is really nice. Ah! No! Fucking hell. Man! This is what I'm talking about. Why does she do that? I wasn't even pushing anything then. Again, I'm not touching anything. Why? Why does she do that? I'm just trying to do a little skip. Why not just fucking jump here and then... no. So if I was right there... that, and then... Nah, hold on. Okay, so you can just do that. Cool. Yeah. Time's not good because I was fucking around. Hello, Steve. Stream's been going good. I'm probably gonna end pretty soon. I think you guys just finished playing Hack Divers, right? So I'm probably gonna stop in a bit. But yeah, it's been going good. I don't even, you probably save time by not even grappling onto that bit and just yo-yo wall kicking up. I don't know what to call it. The thing where you hold the yo-yo against the wall, kind of like the Mario Odyssey hat bounce and skip up. Turn! Okay. How was Hack Divers? Was it any good? No, what the fuck? Okay. Don't fucking bug out on me. Oh, you bitch. Come on. No. That took fucking way too many tries. Actually fantastic. Okay. I still don't... I mean, every time I've seen it, it just... To me, all I see is just another, like, multiplayer... wave shooter... maybe looter shooter thing, I don't know. And I had no interest in it. I just thought, like, oh, this does not look like something I would enjoy. But apparently everyone thinks it's fucking awesome. Here we go. Yeah. That was a bit better. Yeah, I'll definitely watch you guys play to see what it's like. Like the most I've seen is my brother watching Germa play it on the TV, just like briefly. I'm streaming for almost 3.5 hours. What am I thinking? I'll turn off my source record. Actually, I think I might end it here. So, for anyone who missed it at the beginning, I'll just say again, currently unemployed, no job, no work at the moment. I am working effectively full-time on a video on this game. The script is almost there, kind of, needs a bit more work. I don't think it'll take me that long to edit because I've got all my time to work on it, so that's good. And after that, I've got a few other video ideas. I might do more streams. Yeah, come to Sonic Rev and bully me for real. Yeah, I've got other ideas for other videos I'd like to do. I don't know how long I'm going to be unemployed for, because I have the money. I've got money saved up. It's supposed to be to buy a car, but where I can live off this for a while. I'm not saying, like, everyone please give me all your money on, like, donations and stuff, but, I mean, like, I'm not earning any money right now, so the videos and streams are kind of all I have. So just putting that out there. That's my plan is to basically go full time on YouTube until I get either a different job or my current sort of studio gets more projects in for me to work on. I'm happy to do my own thing for a while. I like getting to do videos. You know, obviously I don't like losing money, but I have the money saved up, so it's okay. I think that's about it. Just I'm basically here doing videos now, like full time. I'm hoping to get at least the penny video out, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get work again, or get a few consistent videos out. Like actually build up, you know, for once, not just one video and then 6 months until another one. Like actually have a video every few weeks or month or something. Maybe. I'm not trying to overwork myself or anything either. So that's the plan. That's about it. I don't think I have anything else to say. Go play Outer Wilds. Thank you everyone for coming along. Play Penny's big computer book. It's great. And yeah, hoping to have a video at this. Hoping to have a video out about this game in about a week or so. That's my rough goal. So yeah, thank you very much. That's about all I got. And see you next time.